baby. When the sun goes down, our love starts to rise. For the boys in blue and orange, a fire in our eyes. We are Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We're the ones who bleed that copper and blue. Me and my crew, yeah, believing in you. Oilers after dark.
Oilers beat Vegas in Vegas twice last month. 4-2 and 4-3 in overtime. Here's a steal by Savoy. He's been hot. He swings to the net and can't stuff it by Carter Hart.
That's how things are going. Great job at Brett Howard here to track down the speedy Savoy and knock.
Emerson steps up. Keeps the puck beneath the Vegas goal line. Popped down in front for a moment. Szymanski had a notion, couldn't get there, and all of a sudden, here comes Jack Eichel, barreling his way, shooting on that save. Rebound score! Brett Howden, with goals in back-to-back games, give him 11 on the year, and Vegas gets the first goal. It's 1-0 Golden Knights.
Pad save by Carter Hart, and that little chip past the defender. Jack Eichel, election to shoot. He took a quick look to see who was with him. Right there, you can see, nope, I'm going to shoot it. Big rebound right to Howden, and he somehow slides this one through.
Borzak, a little hold on Frederick.
Good Hill ice play, though, right? He knew Frederick was going to get there first, so Szymanski with a nice play off the hard Karen back wall.
Marner centering pass, backhanded home by Colton Sissons. 2-0 Vegas. Sissons with his 6th.
And you're going to see he gets going, and then the transitional play, it's a clean out of the zone, and just a first pass attempted that gets saved. But it's the second opportunity by Marner. The first one's deflected, but he stays with it. It's that quick secondary pass. One doesn't go, the second one does. And on the backhand side, Sissons right in the perfect spot.
Dorofeev threw it around for Howden. Quick up, Eichel elected to kick it back. Meanwhile, Kapanen working over Howden, and then Howden stuck his stick in there. Shot stone! Lazon buries it for his first goal in more than 2 years. 3-0 Vegas, a dust-up at one end, and Lazon finishes for the first time in 113 games at the other.
Kapanen take him down, letting him play back there. But look how far back behind the play they are when Lazon gets this puck, and what a release.
Ekholm to Bouchard, looking for a lane. Slings it, redirected wide. And those little battles, the one that Howden just won, those are the ones Edmonton's been winning for 2 weeks right now. Bouchard to the net, scores! And Edmonton right back in this game. Bouchard with one they needed, and now Savoy and Anderson wrapping up. But the Oilers back in it. Evan Bouchard with his 21st to cut it to 3-1.
And they've had some looks and chances. It started to get some action in the offensive zone. The dogged work by Savoy, though, did not allow that puck to get out of the zone. He's the one on the backtrack, back-checking, just relentless on it. Bouchard's the one that comes out with this puck, and he just takes the ice to the middle. Center drive by Roslovic. Great job by him to knock the stick out of Anderson's hands, and I think that's what Anderson was a little upset about.
4 minutes gone by, third period. Still 3-1 Vegas. Jack Eichel. Stone cuts right. Barbashev, a shot redirected home. What a tip by the captain, Mark Stone. And Vegas kills off an Edmonton power play. And then Stone extends the lead to 4-1.
The one thing is, you heard the panel talk about the transitional play of the Vegas Golden Knights has been great in this game, and they've been opportunistic. A little drop pass by Stone, he gets himself to the area, and more importantly, he gets to the front of Ekholm, which allows him to kind of reach on this little shot pass and a perfect little redirection.
25 seconds left on this power play. Barbashev shoveled across to Sissons. He'll put it in the opposite corner for Howden. Hanifin, Barbashev stepping up. Anderson and drive. Score! And that'll put it away. Vegas 5, Edmonton 1, Rasmus Andersson.
Darnell Nurse on the way back after staring down a fan. This is just a well-played shot by Andersson. Nice activation by Barbashev, who's having himself a season this year. Quick little pass to find Andersson gives him time to walk into the top of the circle. He puts this right into the bar, short side.
That's a career-high 16 goals now, Louis, for Rasmus Andersson. Pop on Korzak by Roslovic, and he takes a few throws. At center ice as the horn sound. 5-1 Vegas.
Might have been their best defense.
The puck drops, it's time for the show. Watching the game with the crew I know. Late night hockey lights are down low. For the Oilers, we're ready to go. Orange and blue and our hearts burn bright. We are the faithful, we own the night. Scoring a goal, yeah, it feels so right. We are the faithful, we own the night. Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. We own the night. Yeah, we own the night. You hear that sound? Yeah. Midnight oil is burning. The rink is set alight. We bleed the copper and the blue. We own the frozen night. We are the Oilers after dark. A wildfire with a burning spark. We are the Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. Hey!
Point did you think Utah was going to win that hockey game? Because they just were completely shut down. The Oilers got to go back and repeat what they did last time they were in this building.
Well, they fronted a ton of pucks in that game. It had been the first game for a while that Tristan Jarry had started. Tristan Jarry got them the win against Chicago because Edmonton, you mentioned, they were loose, and the Hawks got a ton of A-grade opportunities as that game wore on. Jarry's going to need another good start tonight.
He is. This is a big game for Utah. I mean, right now, if the playoffs were to start, it would be these two teams in the first round. So Utah is playing against a team they may see in the first round, missing Leon, missing Hyman. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a must-win, but if you have belief that you can win the first round of the playoffs, this would be a should-win for the Utah Mammoth. And if they don't, I think it would be a little demoralizing. So to me, both teams need the points, but I think the Utah Mammoth, I think for confidence going into the playoffs, they will want to have a really good effort against a banged-up Oiler team.
Yeah, no question about it. The Oilers reunite Polson with McDavid and Savoy, and we've talked a lot about Savoy. Rob, he overcame your coaching to become the player he's become.
He did, but you could see as a young kid that this kid, his hockey IQ is second to none. He's just a smart player, and when you have a kid with high hockey IQ and a work ethic that he has, I mean, Connor McDavid might be the hardest working player on the team. His two wingers are pretty close. Both Savoy and Colson, the work ethic they put in practice, off ice, and in games allows them to play with the world's greatest. So that line's going to be important tonight. When you were missing 100 goals out of your lineup between the two 50 goal scorers, your first line becomes that much more important. So tonight, Colson and Savoy, when they get their opportunities, and they will, are going to be very important to capitalize on them.
Now, if they get some power plays, because it's not always a guarantee, but if they get some, they got to simplify, don't they?
You have to adjust. You're missing Leon. And even with, I mean, Hyman, it hurts not having Hyman, but Leon is one of the greatest in the history of NHL on power plays. So you adjust. And to me, adjusting is start every power play off with a bomb from Bouchard. And that will create chaos. And then after everything settles down again, go back to Bouchard for another bomb. You've got to go to your strength, and Bouchard is a strength on the back end, especially when you don't have Leon Draisaitl. He is someone that the opposition's PKers will fear, and we're seeing right now the PK of all these teams are being very, very aggressive against Connor McDavid because they don't have as much fear with Leon not in the lineup. So to me, simplify, let Bouchard fire from the point.
All right, let's go to LaFord. Keys to the game brought to you by Ford. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, I think it goes with what we saw the last time these two teams played. Simple hockey on the road. It was a very professional road game by the Edmonton Oilers the last time these two teams played. And then I know you talked about it again, and we just mentioned it, but the power play, it's going to become important. The Oilers have survived this last little stretch without Leon in the lineup with the power play that hasn't been good, but at some point their power play's got to be a factor, and a positive factor in a game tonight would be a good start.
That is our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob Brown and Brendan Escott during the end of the roll, first and second intermission. Up next, Four Dealers NHL Hockey Live on the Oilers Radio Network from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses, with customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Holyrood Dry Cleaners in Edmonton has been family-owned for over 15 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery as well as corporate discounts. Trust Holyrood Dry Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Let them show you the best in town. Visit them at 9024 75th Street. Holyrood Dry Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
It's the Edmonton Oilers. It's the Utah Mammoth here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. The Mammoth have won 3 straight. Edmonton coming off that 5-1 loss to Vegas on Saturday. We're looking forward to this one as we head downstairs for the national anthems.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won. streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country.
And Ryan Daisy, they're on the lines. Face off just outside the Edmonton blue line. As Schmaltz will take the draw against McDavid again, and it goes into the Oilers zone, and it's Ekholm up the left wing. Comes right back to him. Fires it off the left wing boards. It goes off of Savoy. Vejmelka to play it. Leaves it behind the net. Sergachev off the left side. And it will come out. Ekholm has to chase after it. Krause right on him. Off the boards. Got it to center ice. Dumped right back in. Ekholm to Bouchard. Bouchard first in defenseman scoring. Will get it out to center ice. And the puck flipped into the Utah zone. And it's Weegar to reverse it off the stick of Sergachev. Comes in front. A shot by Doc goes wide. Doc's got it in the left wing corner. Back to the left wing point to Nurse. Oh, mishandling it. Comes out. Yamamoto was trying to get to it. Good job by Nurse to protect the puck. Yamamoto at center now to Cooley. And Cooley in on the right wing to the middle. And that's poked off his stick by Murphy. Cooley to the blue line. It comes out. And Utah has to regroup. Cooley into the Oiler end. Lost the puck to Nurse. He'll get to center. He'll shoot it in. Vejmelka set it behind the net. Now on the right side. Gave it to Marino up the right wing to Peterka. Into the Oilers zone. Off the boards and in. Emerson taken to the end boards by Carconi. It goes to the blue line. Dursey on the right point. A shot. And that's tipped by Carconi wide. Behind the Edmonton net is Wallman. His pass got blocked. Peterka, a shot, and that goes wide of the net from a sharp angle. Cole has it left point to the middle to Dursey. Let it go, and that one did get to the net. It hit Kerfoot, and it's Carconi behind the goal in front of the net, and he just missed Peterka. Peterka in the right wing corner. Right side to Carconi. Now to Cole. To the right side. Scores! Peterka. A one-timer from the right wing, and it's 1-0 Utah.
Well, that's the wrong guy to give that look to. Colton Dock gets an opportunity, second shift of the game, point blank. He's got to hit the net with that shot. And then the Oilers get caught running around. Wallman and Emerson misplay the puck. And Peterka can really finish. And he's a three-time 20-goal scorer, and he rifled that home. Wicked blast, and it's 1-0. No chance for the Oilers netminder Tristan Jarry, but Edmonton's D's got to manage the puck better.
Puck brought in. Here's Henrique across to Lazar. Scores! Curtis Lazar ties this game up at 1.
For the fourth time in the last 5 games, Edmonton's fourth line has opened up the scoring. What a setup. And the Oilers have struck right back. That is 11 seconds after Utah takes lead. Huge goal, huge response from the Edmonton Oilers. And unfortunately, we're having some issues here getting a look at the replay, but Henrique slides it across to Lazar. I'm just wondering who got the puck up the ice there. I have a feeling that was Bouchard.
Great response. Peterka's 24th at 1:53. Lazar's 4th at 2:04. And the game's tied at 1. It's inside the Edmonton zone. Henrique on the right wing. He goes to the top of the circle. Schmaltz took a hit. Cole keeps it in, sails it towards the net, goes off of Murphy, and that was batted out of the air just over the Edmonton net by Krause. Puck cleared out. Hits Lazar. Cole for Utah. Got it to center ice. Henrique, now to Murphy. We're tied at 1. We're here in the first period. Murphy, inside his own end, across to Nurse.
It was Ekholm and not Bouchard with the assist.
Murphy up the right wing will shoot it in. That is icing against Edmonton. We're 2 minutes, 42 seconds into the first.
So that'll be the 40th point of the year for Matthias Ekholm.
And his 400th career point for Matthias Ekholm.
Double whammy for him.
That's right. Peterka from Cole and Carcone. Lazar from Henrique and Ekholm. 11 seconds apart.
So third line for Utah, fourth line for Edmonton.
Face off to the right of Jari. Made 17 saves in a 3-1 win versus Chicago on Thursday. That was his last game. And the puck behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse on the right to Savoy to Nurse. And he's through the middle. He'll get to center. Now on the left for Podkolzin. Comes into the Utah end. Swings it around to McDavid to the line to Ekholm, but off his stick and out. Nurse through the middle to Podkolzin. Across to Ekholm, and it'll go into the Utah end. Savoy can shovel that around on the right. Goes to the right wing point. Bouchard down the right wing. Took a hard hit from Yamamoto, and the puck gets to the blue line. It's top of the circle, and Sergachev to Mackenzie Weegar. Across to Mikhail Sergachev. Now on the left wing to Gunther, and the Edmonton product. Off the left wing boards and in. He leads Utah with 38 goals. It's in behind the Edmonton net. And out through the middle, Bouchard now to McDavid into the Utah zone, trying to go towards the net. Poked off his stick, but he'll get it on the left wing to the top of the circle. Stops with it, waits across to Bouchard. Now on the left, just off the stick of Doc. Puck goes to the corner. Schmidt up the right wing, won't get it out. Doc kept it in. Now cleared out to center ice, and it's Dickinson. We're tied at 1. We're here in the first. We're 4 minutes in as Jason Dickinson will shoot it and go after it himself. He's in behind the Utah net. Schmidt takes him to the end boards. Dug out by Kerfoot. Kerfoot skips it out off of Peterka. It'll go down the ice. It won't be icing. Emerson quickly gets to it. Up the right wing, off of Frederick, out to center to Dickinson. Comes into the Utah, and he might drive to the net. He does. Save made by Vejmelka and covers it up as Dickinson takes it to the goal. We're tied at 1 here in the first. 4:24 in.
Yeah, good speed there from Dickinson again. Doc and Dickinson have each had a look here already in this game.
Yeah, Doc right in the slot.
Point blank.
Point blank. His first game, he missed the last 12. Would get Colton Doc back into the lineup. Face off to the left of Vejmelka. Second in the NHL with wins. He's got 35. 19 saves in a 7-4 win versus Vancouver on Saturday. In Vancouver, no less. Up to center ice, Yamamoto, the former Oiler, off the right wing boards and in. Murphy into the corner. Takes a hit from Yamamoto. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Kapanen to Nugent Hopkins as he'll get to center ice. Left wing to Roslovic. Gets into the Utah zone. Top of the circle on the left to Nurse in the corner. On the right, goes around the right wing boards to Murphy on the blue line. We'll dump it in behind the net. Off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Now he's got it to the point for Murphy. Murphy will take a shot. Hits Yamamoto's stick. Goes up over the glass and out of play.
Well, they're physical to start this game, and the Oilers have got to match that physicality. Connor McDavid is now 1 point behind Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov 1 point tonight in Ottawa, but only 4 games left. McDavid's got this game and 4 others left. 127, 126. And the line that scored, the Oilers' fourth line out here, Lazar, Jones, and Henrique. And Lazar looked like a goal scorer.
Did he ever?
Not deep. It's an elite level finish. Yep. Did score 30 in the Western Hockey League.
With the Oil Kings.
Yep.
Yes, he did. DeSimone up the right wing to center. He'll give it to Tanev to the Edmonton line. Lost it in the corner, and it's Henrique across to Bouchard. Up to the point. Marino trying to keep it in. He can't. Jones will get it out. DeSimone through the neutral zone. Stepping up was Ekholm, and he'll get the puck into the Utah end. DeSimone on the right, not a Kerfoot out to center to Tanev. Into the Oiler end, down the left wing. He'll shoot it towards the net. That goes off the outside of the goal. Up the right wing, Emberson over to the right side, and then chopped out by Jones. We're tied at 1. We're here in the first. Sergachev on the right to Schmaltz, but that's offside against Utah. Good pace to this one right off the bat. No surprise. Peterka scoring for Utah, Lazar for Edmonton. And it'll be the McDavid, Savoy, and Podkolzin line out there with Wallman and Emberson. Up against Schmaltz, Keller, and Krause. Keller had 3 goals and a helper in that 7-4 win in Vancouver on Saturday. Schmaltz out of the faceoff circle. Krause will take the draw against Podkolzin.
Vancouver guaranteed a top 3 pick, which means they're dead last.
Emberson up the right wing to Savoy, just off his stick. Sergachev will get it through center. Puck goes to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right wing, just past Savoy. He'll go to it in the Utah end. On the left now to McDavid. He's the left wing corner. Up against the boards with Mackenzie Weegar. McDavid to the top of the circle. Wanted to cycle it. Weegar broke it up, got it out. In the neutral zone on the right wing is Vasily Podkolzin. And he'll dump it in. Edmonton will make a change. And Uyghur's got it in behind the Utah net.
They're leaning on some of the Oilers' skill guys. Needs to be a response here. Guys like Frederick and Doc got to start laying some hits.
Sergachev now up the left wing. 14th of defenseman scoring coming into tonight's action. Able to dump it into the Oilers zone. And off the boards is Wallman to Frederick. Frederick's pass goes off a Kerfoot. He'll go back into his end with Doc right on him. Across to Ian Cole. Cole through the middle, long pass to Carcone. Comes into the Oilers zone, goes to the right wing corner, stops right corner, off the end of his stick. And the puck to Frederick, and Frederick up the left wing for Emberson. They'll get to center and then rip the puck into the Utah end. Dickinson after it in the right wing corner, up against the boards with Cole. Peterka will push it to the middle of the ice. Kerfoot will try to clear. He can't. Doc will keep it in. Cole's got it in the corner. They'll go across and get the puck on the right to Dursey. As Dursey to center ice will dump it in. It's in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Nurse on the boards to Roslovic, now to Nugent Hopkins. Cross to Kapanen. Will get it out to Roslovic on the left wing. Will shoot it in. So it comes around on the right wing boards. Nugent Hopkins able to poke it in behind the net. Marino coming over to that right side. It goes to the top of the circle. Yamamoto to Cooley. And Cooley will get it out to Yamamoto into the Oiler end on the right wing. Taken to the right wing corner. Nurse steals it. Nurse to the middle for Murphy, and Murphy will get it out off his stick, up over the glass. That goes out of play. 7 minutes, 56 seconds gone here in the first period. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Utah Mammoth. We'll be right back from Salt Lake City. We're at the Delta Center, and this is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 heating and cooling company for people who want heating and cooling, because you'll save a bundle by bundling. Then you can use hot, cold. Come on, thermostat, do what you're told. Turn up the heat, turn up the cold, till the vents start pushing out tornadoes. Bundle my furnace with some AC. Gonna get a deal from Legacy. Oh yeah, save a bundle when you bundle your new furnace and AC from Legacy today. Plus no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 1 here in the first. The Oilers and the Utah Mammoth. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers, now live. Tonight's early bird prizes include 2 chances to win your choice between $500 for the Oilers team store or a signed Oilers jersey. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 for more chances to win.
Got their top line out here against the Oilers' fourth line. D-zone draw. 2 experienced face-off men for Edmonton in Henrique and Lazar.
Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Murphy on the right to Lazar. Up to the line and out. And the puck in the neutral zone. And it is Keller to get it in through the middle to Schmaltz. Goes to the left wing, top of the circle. Forced to the boards. Gave it to Keller. Keller looking for some room down the left wing. His pass in front, and Schmaltz put it just wide. Dursey on the right wing to Keller across the blue line. To Dursey, right wing point. Dursey, a snapshot save made by Jari, and the puck sent near the line, and it's kept in by Krause. To DeSimone, a shot, and that one off a stick penalty coming up as Keller got dumped in front of the net, but a stick came up.
It's gonna be against Utah.
Yeah, stick came up on Curtis Lazar. So the Edmonton Oilers will go on the power play. They haven't had many of these against Utah.
Oilers' power play is first in the league at 29.7%, but it hasn't been the same since Leon Draisaitl's been out 9 games ago. It's at 32.6%. Utah's penalty killing at 78.8%.
Oilers power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play against Utah this season. Face off to the right of Vamelka. Puck goes to the corner. Sergachev wraps it around the boards and down the ice. Jari will set it. Out from behind the net comes Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. With speed, gains the Utah line to the right. Now cuts it to the net. The shot. Scores! Connor McDavid drives down the right wing, takes it to the front of the net, and the Oilers are up 2-1.
Oh, man, that is as good as it gets. I mean, that is a one-man zone entry. He walks Sergachev and then cuts around Cole, and it rolls off his stick and banks into the net past Vamelka. A little bit of a picket fence block there for Bouchard on the zone entry, but McDavid was flying. He had 2 in here 2 weeks ago, and the Oilers have scored on the power play. And then it's Connor McDavid's 44th of the season.
8:56 time of that goal. Incredible rush up the ice by Connor McDavid. Edmonton 1 for 1 on the power play. They're up 2-1 here in the first period. Bouchard with the assist. Puck sent in, and Carcone's shot from the left wing goes wide. Marino off the left wing boards. Puck will go right to Frederick, and Frederick will get to center. Could not get it in deep. Schmidt plays it out to the neutral zone. Now Frederick will shoot it in. Marino off the right wing, but it goes to Doc, and Doc in the left wing corner off the outside of the net, and the puck goes to the top of the circle to the blue line. Nurse with his shot, that misses. Doc behind the goal, slides the puck over on the right to Dickinson, to the left wing point to Nurse, a shot saved by Vamelka with Frederick right in front of the net. May have redirected it, and Vamelka squeezes it. 9 minutes and 39 seconds into the first. 2-1 Edmonton leads.
Evan Bouchard picked up an assist on that goal.
And Tristan Jarry.
Yeah. So Bouchard adds a point to his total. He's up to 89. I know Werenski had at least 1 tonight for Columbus.
So points and 3 straight for Bouchard. Off that assist, and Bouchard passed to Podkolzin, threw it through the slot, and Uyghur will get it out to Gunther to center, now to Cooley. And it's Cooley into the Oiler, and his shot save made by Jari. Gunther on the left wing to Yamamoto to the blue line. Sergachev, his shot, looking for a redirect. Now from the right side, blasted on goal, and is saved by Jari off of Uyghur. And Jari is able to hold on to it. We can take a break with 9:58 to go here in the first. 2-1, Edmonton leading the Mammoth. We'll be right back from the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Oil Country, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. For the next Game Day Live Flight Night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on April 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub, Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Oilers lead with 9:58 to go in the first period as they take on the Utah Mammoth. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Tristan Jarry. Nugent Hopkins waved out of the face-off circle. In comes Jack Roslovic. Take the draw against Schmaltz. Puck goes into some skates all the way to the blue line, and Dursey on the right wing trying to cut to the middle off his stick. Krause will roll it across to Cole on the left. Cole across to Krause. He fans on his one-time shot. Schmaltz in behind the net to Keller. Keller to the right. He'll get it out into the slot now to the middle, and Dursey just ripped it wide. Cole lets it go, saved by Jari, and he holds on to that. As the Mammoth with a couple of opportunities off that face-off.
Well, poor start for this line with Nugent Hopkins along with Kapanen and Jack Roslovic. And Roslovic was huge the last game here, scoring twice. So they got some time to dig themselves out, but they're on the ice for a goal against, and they've been on the ice for 3 cycle shifts against. Now, part of that was because they lost the draw. So here we have a right side draw back in the Oilers zone, and Lazar, a right shot, will take it for Edmonton, of course. Enrique centers this line. Lazar with his 4th goal of the year to tie this game 1-1 before the McDavid power play goal.
Lazar wins it. Nurse will get it up the left wing off of Jones and out. Peterka to Dursey. Now to Carcone to Peterka. Peterka's able to dump it in. Turning on it is Murphy with J.J. Peterka right on him. It's in behind the goal. To the right now to Kerfoot. To the right wing corner. Peterka to the top of the circle. He misses Cole and it comes out. Dursey at his own blue line for Utah. Finds some room through the middle. Now weaves his way to center. Gives it to Cole on the left wing. Drops it. Carcone. The shot save made by Jari. Puck on the right wing. Cole to the line to Kerfoot. Now to Cole. He'll let it go. And that blocked. Goes over to the left side. Kerfoot to the blue line. Cole to Marino on the right wing point. Back to Cole on the left. He'll rip it across to Peterka. Give it to Marino on the point. To Peterka, right wing, top of the circle, into the corner for Carcone. Engaged upon by Henrique. Puck goes behind the Edmonton net. Murphy over to the right wing. 2-1 Edmonton leading here in the first. Flipped out to center ice. And Lazar will dump it in.
Oilers got to do a better job stopping that cross seam look. They've created 3 looks that way and scored on one of them.
Marino out from behind his goal. A one-time Edmonton Oiler pick will get it up the left wing. And Stenlund will dump it in left wing corner. Wallman around. It goes top of the circle to the blue line. Schmidt across the line to Uyghur towards the net. Directed on goal. The save made by Jari. He held onto it. And it was Krause was able to redirect it. And a good save made by Jari. It'll be a face-off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Jari. Who picked up his first assist of the season on the goal by McDavid.
It's the old Grant Fuhr assist.
That's right.
Instead of Paul Coffey, who ended up taking it the distance, it was Connor McDavid.
Lifted up and out by Wallman. And at his own blue line is Schmidt. Up the left wing to Tanev. Off his stick. That goes into the crowd. And we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Yeah, Grant Fuhr had picked up a few of those over the years. Quite a few, actually.
One thing that's picked up under Paul Coffey, and the Oilers have limited more scoring chances, but tonight Utah's had some looks.
Yep.
Shots are 7-4 for the Mammoth. The Oilers are up 2-1 here, but Edmonton's got to do a little bit better job off the cycle.
Murphy with it just inside the Edmonton line, across the Nurse, through the middle, directed in by Dickinson. Frederick behind the net. He's pinned on the end boards. Puck comes free. And Logan Cooley up the left wing will get to center ice. Now into the middle for DeSimone. Comes into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner. Taken to the end boards by Murphy. Goes to the line. Cooley across to Schmidt. Goes to the middle. Now to the left. Down the left wing to Cooley. Looks in front of the net. To Yamamoto. A shot off the glove of Jari. Great chance there for Kyler Yamamoto. And the puck to center ice. And Nurse will shoot it in. Vejmelka set it. And DeSimone's got it behind the net.
Creating a lot of looks from plays off their D on switches and cycles. Something the Oilers got to focus in on defending a little bit better here.
Long pass to Keller into the Oiler end on the left. Around the boards, Krause pushes it around on the right wing. Uyghur to the left, but nobody on the point that comes out. Sergachev hadn't got there yet. And it's inside the Utah end. And Sergachev to Schmaltz into the Oilers zone through the middle. Over to the left for Keller. He thought about shooting it, didn't. Goes into the left wing corner. We'll get it out, and it is stolen by McDavid, and he comes flying up the right wing. McDavid into the Utah end. In front of the net, goes off of Uyghur before it could get to Ekholm. And it is cleared out. It's in the skates of Podkolzin for a moment. Now Keller's got it for Utah. Into the Oiler end. He lost it. Ekholm, left wing corner. 2-1 Edmonton lead. 6:05 to go here in the opening period. To Bouchard. Left wing to Kapanen. Will dump it off the corner boards. Carcone up on the left now into the middle. And it goes to Dursey, and he'll come out to center ice for Utah. On the right to Peterka. Into the Oilers zone. He'll give it to Dursey. A shot. And he whistles it high and wide. Cole on the left wing point will keep it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman chops it over to the right. Carcone to the blue line. Peterka to Cole. Off the left wing boards. Kerfoot got dumped in front of the net. The crowd reacts to it. Peterka's got it down the right wing. Peterka in front of the goal. Off a stick. And right to Kapanen. And Kapanen gets it out through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come into the Utah end. The shot. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins with a great shot. And it's 3-1 Edmonton.
Well, just a great piece of work defending by Kasperi Kapanen as he won the puck battle, and not a great goal given up by Karel Vejmelka. But as we know, Ryan Nugent Hopkins has got a very underrated wrist shot, and Vejmelka not happy with that one. 3-1 Edmonton. That is Ryan Nugent Hopkins' 19th of the season.
14:43 time of the goal as Nugent Hopkins gives the Edmonton Oilers a 3-1 lead here in the first period. Schmidt at his own line of Marino. Right side to Tanev will dump it in. Lazar will go in behind the Edmonton net with Tanev on him. Stenlund in there too. Stenlund's pass gets picked off by Henrique. Off the boards and out with it. Marino at center. Comes into the Oiler end. Right wing now to Keller. Keller spinning on the right side. Keller still with it to the middle to Stenlund. His shot doesn't get through. Rolls to the side of the goal, and it is covered up by Jarry. And now we will have some jostling in front of the net. Tanev's right in the middle of it. Stenlund tied up with Nurse, but not much coming of that. Utah going with 11-7 tonight, so Clayton Keller working in on the fourth line.
It's all over the place, and he's all over the first period here. He's been good. Great play by Kapanen, and good bounce back from that line. They needed that.
All right, we'll take a break. 3-1 Oilers lead, 4:40 to go here in the first. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big... Not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal... Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with Black Appearance Package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, 3-1 Edmonton leading Utah. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. J.J. Paterka opened the scoring for Utah. The Oilers have replied. Curtis Lazar, Connor McDavid, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. We got 4:40 to go in the opening period. Face off to the left of Jarry. McDavid taking the draw against Schmaltz. No, maybe not. McDavid's out. It'll be Bud Colson. Schmaltz wins it right back to the line. Weegar to the middle, winds up, drills a shot, and it's steered aside by Jarry. The puck in the corner. It's Ekholm along the boards, behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to go through the middle, gets it out to center ice. Left wing to McDavid, will dump it in. Familka out of his net, stops it. Plays it on the glass. It'll get to the blue line. Ekholm on the left wing point to McDavid. Trying to get away from Weegar in front of the net. Put it off the pad of Familka. And the puck on the right. McDavid's got it again. To the blue line in the middle to Bouchard. Down the left wing. Ekholm to the net. Fakes the shot. Tries to wrap it around. It goes in through the slot and out of the zone.
What a chance for Edmonton. Just about 4-1 there.
Bouchard on the right couldn't connect with McDavid. Yamamoto intercepts. And a penalty coming up to Edmonton.
Come on. That's a soft call. Calling Bouchard for interference there. I don't think so.
Well, Oilers will be shorthanded. First power play of the game for Utah.
But play you get away with about 9 times out of 10. Like, unfortunately, the Keller high stick's a high stick. So the Oilers' penalty killing is 22nd in the league at 77.5%, matching a 22nd ranked power play at 19.4.
That Utah power play in the last 5 games, 9 of 18.
Which is 50%. See what 8 years
That's pretty good.
8 years of post-secondary education and stats 241 gets you.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck behind the Edmonton net. Nurse with room and time sails it all the way down the ice.
Electric penalty for interference at 16-12.
Starting up is Schmaltz to center. A little saucer pass. He gave it to Cooley. A shot and a save by Jari.
Good stop.
Tried to go 5-hole. The puck back to the line. It's Sergachev. Cross to Gunther on the right wing. Now to Cooley. Right wing corner to Keller. To Cooley. To Keller on the right. Keller right wing corner now. To the blue line, Sergachev across. Gunther, one-timer pad, saved by Jari. And the puck over to the boards. Good hard shot by Dylan Gunther. Nurse behind the net, wraps it to the line, but Sergachev kept it in. And getting it out and down the ice is Dickinson. Vamelko set it for Sergachev. 3-1 Edmonton leads. 2:40 to go here in the first. Now to Krause, comes into the Oiler end. To Kerfoot on the left. Goes to the left wing corner. Gives the puck to Peterka, left wing corner. To the blue line. Uyghur gets to the middle. Now on the left for Peterka. Left wing corner for Kerfoot. Taken to the boards by Emberson. Krause will get it now for Utah. To Kerfoot, will poke it back to the line. Peterka across to Uyghur. To Peterka, left wing point. To Uyghur in the middle. Right wing to Krause. Krause trying to come off the right wing boards. Gave it to Kerfoot. To Krause, and he just blasted it high. Peterka keeping it in on the left wing point. Penalty over in 12 seconds. Carcone on the left wing. To the corner. Carcone is passed behind the net. Broken up by Wallman, and he'll get it all the way down. The penalty to Bouchard is now over, and Utah's 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. Top of the circle, Carcone to Stenlund, lost it. Roslovic will get it out. At center ice is Schmidt for Utah. Gave it to Marino, up the right wing to Tanev, will direct it in. Ekholm for Bouchard. Up the right side, got it to center ice. Schmidt to Carcone, but he was in the Oiler end. That's offside. With 1:20 to go here in the first, 3-1 Edmonton leads.
Oh, good PK from Edmonton.
Face-off will be right at center. And Dickinson wins the draw to Bouchard on the right. And Bouchard will dump the puck in. Dursey gave it to Schmaltz. Cross-ice pass. Doesn't get out. Now cleared by Cole. Gave it to Keller. Into the middle of Dursey. To Keller. Into the Oiler end. Drops it to Schmaltz. Off the left side. Lost it. Last minute here in the first. And Dickinson will get to center ice. He'll dump it in. Krause goes in behind his net for Utah. To Cole across to Dursey. Dursey right in front of his net. Dursey through the middle to Yamamoto. Down the right wing, taken off of it by Nurse. Loose puck to Murphy. Turns in the corner. Cooley takes a hard hit from Nurse. Good play by McDavid to get it out. And it's McDavid through center. Now on the right side to Podkolzin towards the net. Cross ice pass. That hit a skate just went wide. Vamelka didn't see it. On the point, Nurse's shot goes wide. 18 seconds left to go in the period. The puck comes to center, and it's Yamamoto. Yamamoto in over the line for Gunther. Towards the net, a backhand off the blocker of Jari. On the left wing, it's Savoy. Savoy will get out to center. On the right wing to Podkolzin. He'll shoot it in, and the first period will end. And the Edmonton Oilers, despite giving up the first goal of the game, battle back, take a 3-1 lead. Even though and had opportunity. Tristan Jarry was
Oilers go! 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 All right now. That first period gave us some ambition. Just hanging with the crew, that's the tradition. We're kicking back and loving this intermission. We're Oilers after dark, feel the superstition. A soulful groove, a winning coalition. Gonna light it up, that's the one condition. Yeah! Oilers after dark during intermission. Yeah, Oilers after dark, we hit the scene, living out a true Edmonton dream. Slide out on the ice so fresh and clean, on the coolest machine you've ever seen. Oh, come and ride the Zamboni. Come and ride the Zamboni with me. We're on the Zamboni. Woo! We're on the Zamboni. Yeah! Come and ride the Zamboni. Come on, come and ride the Zamboni. Yeah, ride the Zamboni. Yeah, Oilers after dark, we hit the scene.
And enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. Is at the intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bouchard to McDavid with speed, gains the Utah line to the right, now cuts it to the net, the shot, scores! Connor McDavid drives down the right wing, takes it to the front of the net, and the Oilers are up 2-1.
En route to a 3-1 scoreline after 20 minutes of play at Delta Center. That is our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Yeah, 3-1 for the Oilers following 3 unanswered goals for the boys in orange and blue. I guess they're wearing white tonight, but it's all the same. JJ Peterka got it going a minute and 53 seconds in, but it was a very quick response, Rob Brown, and from there Edmonton really seized control of things.
They did. The Oilers, that was not a good shift where the Utah Mammoths scored. The Oilers had 2 or 3 times where they just gave the puck away, and eventually it ends up with a backdoor one-timer. But there was nothing, and I know this from experience, there's nothing worse than when your team scores and before they make the announcement over the PA, the other team has responded.
Yeah.
So like you're waiting, like you feel good. I mean, in this game, Utah has the lead. They're feeling good about themselves, but before they announce that Peterka has scored, Lazar is scoring the other way, and it just takes the fans out of it, takes your bench out of it, and there's just this, you just kind of like this on the bench, just a big sag. So a really good response, and what you like about it too is Chris Knobloch put his fourth line on the ice. They just given up a goal on the road, and as Curtis Lazar talked about, the Oilers were on their heels. I mean, Utah looked like they were in a different speed zone than the Oilers were. Yeah, Chris Knobloch went with his fourth line, just a very veteran line, put him out there, and then Utah made a big mistake, and Henrique and Lazar make them pay.
Yeah, 100%. Where in the power play goal did you see a breakdown on the Utah side of things? Because McDavid, I mean, that was pretty spectacular. Was there a breakdown, or did he just force an incredible play up ice?
Well, he had a ton of speed coming up, and that's the way you set up these power play breakouts. And the Oilers having a big advantage because it's McDavid with the speed he has. You have to make the ice smaller, so the forwards have to push him so that he only has a small amount of room to go into, but the forwards got caught up a little too high. Then all of a sudden, McDavid, it's one-on-one. And the way teams play on the penalty kill, their defensemen are kind of standing still. So if the forwards don't slow McDavid down and take away some of the space, now it's a one-on-one with McDavid coming full speed, and you are the defenseman standing still. There's zero chance. And McDavid read the play. He said, all right, I've got more room than I normally have. I'm just going to continue going wide. And I think it was Sergachev that he went around, and Sergachev he's standing still. So, and then the finish. Vejmelka's got to make the save there. He's got to get the stick out, not allow McDavid to come across. Really nice play by McDavid, but in a game where the Oilers want to come in and play simple and not give up the big mistakes. It's been the Utah Mammoth that have made big mistakes in this game. They gave up a 2-on-1 right after taking the lead. Lazar scores. They do a poor job in the neutral zone on the penalty kill. McDavid scores. And then on the Nugent-Hopkins one, 53, is that Sarcone?
Yeah, Michael Carcone.
He's with Nugent-Hopkins, and he skates all the way across the ice to the guy with the puck. The defenseman was already there, throws it back to him. Nugent-Hopkins skates in. So 3 huge mistakes by the Mammoth allow the Edmonton Oilers some easy opportunities. But when you get those opportunities, you have to take advantage of it, and the Oilers did.
It's funny, you talked so much in the pregame, or at least I can recall Stauffer talking in the pregame about the importance of a power play goal tonight. And they get it, not in a conventional sense at all. But I wonder if that might be enough to sort of spark that unit and see if they can't get a little bit more.
Well, it's funny. Most teams, they always want to get into the offensive zone and set up. The first thought is set up. When a lot of teams, there's a little bit of a sag because the defending team, they're like, okay, they're going to come in, they're going to set up, so let's get in position. But you can take advantage of a team. The best chance that the Utah Mammoth had on their power play was off the rush. And then the Oilers, obviously, they only had one real chance on their power play. It was because it was on the rush to McDavid. But take the puck to the net because the defending team is not in its setup yet. So take advantage of that kind of a lapse from when they're in the neutral zone to getting into where they're going to set up to. We get to watch the Oilers penalty kill all the time. To me, the one place that they have a little bit of area that you can take advantage of them, it's right away off the rush. But if you allow the Oilers to get set up, they become a much better defensive penalty killing unit. And we saw in that one right there, McDavid. So now that's just going to put a little bit more fear in the Utah Mammoth the rest of the night when McDavid comes up, and that's going to allow easier access for McDavid because I guarantee you the next time the Mammoth defensemen, they're going to back up off the blue line. They don't want to get caught flat-footed again.
Just in the final minute here, with respect to the kind of goaltending that Utah is getting, I mean, if he stays in, throw pucks on them. And if they get Vanacek in there off the bench, well, you're going to want to throw pucks on him too. So I would expect some volume shooting in the second period.
Well, this is the third time we've seen him, is it not? And he has not been good in any of the games. Last game he got pulled in the second period. I'm a little surprised he didn't get pulled in this game yet. Keep shooting. And for a lot of reasons, A, to win this hockey game, B, he's struggling, but C, if this is who you play in the first round, you want to put a big seed of doubt in the goaltending of the Utah Mammoth. This guy plays all the games. Like he's their number one, and it's not even close. And so far, the Edmonton Oilers have taken full advantage of him.
We are at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey. We're back with the out-of-town scoreboard next on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. U.S. President Donald Trump says he's postponing an attack on Iran's power plants and bridges. Trump and Iran are now both saying that they've agreed to a 2-week ceasefire brokered by Pakistan that includes the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz for the same period of time. The president of Alberta Medical Association Section on Emergency Medicine, Warren Thirsk, is issuing a warning following the Friday night stabbing in the Royal Alexandra emergency room. Police say a man with 3-edged weapons stabbed another man in the ER. The province described the attack as unprovoked. Thirsk, who works in the Royal Alex, wants a state of emergency declared. An infill is back on the agenda for City Council today, with community members voicing their thoughts at a public hearing. Some of the discussion was about reducing the maximum building height for a small-scale residential zone from 10.5 meters to 9.5 meters. And if the height changes are approved, the proposed amendments will be effective August 1st. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
At Fountain Tire, the savings come in threes. Up to 25% off select tires, a mail-in rebate of up to $100 off a set of 4 select tires, and $50 off $150 service. We're basically the BLT of savings. Until April 25th. Restrictions apply. Book today.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
3-1 3-1, the Oilers lead it after 20 minutes of play down in Salt Lake City, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. A bunch of games have gone final here. We'll get to those first. The Canadiens come back to beat the Panthers 4-3 in a shootout. The Senators 6-2 over Tampa Bay. Big win for Ottawa there. Columbus knocks off Detroit in their pursuit of a playoff spot in a shootout as well. The Flyers 5-1 victors over New Jersey. Carolina 6-5 in overtime over the Bruins. They clinched the Metropolitan Division with that win. The Avalanche 3-1 over St. Louis, and Minnesota 5-2 beats Seattle. Ongoing right now, it's 3-3 in overtime between the Flames and the Stars, and Dallas is on the power play, an extended power play in that one by the looks of it. They're scoreless. The Canucks and Golden Knights are in Vancouver, and so too are the Ducks and Predators in Anaheim. That is the out-of-town scoreboard on the hockey front, but as we turn our attention to the Toronto Blue Jays, I know it wasn't going well at last look. Let's see here. 4-1. 4-1. Is that the final? Yeah, I think we've gone final with that one too. So there's your out-of-town scoreboard in its entirety, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We'll send it back to Cam and Bob. They're at Delta Center, standing by with second period play-by-play action. 3-1, the Oilers lead it. And this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com. During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, 3-1 Oilers lead. We're getting ready for the second period of play. And tonight's Oilers, this is OilCountry Mega 50-50, presented by Rogers, in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, building a future where every kid can be inspired and reach their full potential, both on and off the ice. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Curtis Lazar, Connor McDavid, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scoring for Edmonton. J.J. Paterka with the goal for Utah. Edmonton got outshot 11-7 in that first period, but some solid stops by Tristan Jarry, who also kicked in with an assist. And the Oilers have a 2-goal lead as we have dropped the puck and we're underway in the second period. Krause will chop the puck in. Jarry will stop it and get it to the right wing corner. McDavid along the boards through the middle. Nobody there for Edmonton. It banks all the way down. It will be icing against the Oilers. 15 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, a bit of a malfunction at the junction there. Miscommunication. Jarry's good with the puck, as we know. That's one of the significant upgrades on Stuart Skinner, is the glove in the puck. Skinner, by the way, did you get punched in the face accidentally on the bench? He got a black eye.
Yeah, he's got a black eye.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Sounds like he's close to a return there. Okay. We always cheer for the former winter players wherever they are, but, Jarry can handle a puck, no question.
Puck goes to Uyghur on the point in the middle. Right wing to Keller. A shot on the goal. A save by Jari. Squeezed it up against his body as Lawson Krause was waiting in front of the Edmonton net.
One of the things that the Oilers have missed is, Leon Draisaitl obviously is a spectacular player. Leads all NHL players since the start of the 16-17 season in power play goals. But he's also their best face-off man. A little bit different team. We've seen a drop-off in face-offs since Leon's been out.
Face-off to the left of Jari. McDavid wins it. Murphy around the right wing boards to Podkolzin. Across to Nurse. Nurse into the Utah end. A quick shot and a blocker saved by Vejmelka. And the puck along the boards on the right wing. Schmaltz then lost the puck to Podkolzin. It goes in behind the Utah goal. Sergachev to the right. Off the glass into the Oiler bench.
That was a nice touch on that one.
All right. There'll be a face-off in the Utah zone.
Dickinson did a good job in the circle. He went 4-1 in the first period. He struggled for a couple games there, so good period for him.
Face off to the right of Vejmelka. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins out with Roslovic, Kapanen, Wallman, and Emberson on the points. Stenlund will take the draw for Utah. And Roslovic to the left wing point to Wallman. Across to Emberson. To Kapanen. High slot. Left wing point to Wallman. A shot. And that one deflects and goes out of play.
That was a good little bit of creativity off an ozone face-off. Wynn got it to the net.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a lot of right-handed catching goaltenders, but we might see guys in back-to-back nights, depending upon who starts tomorrow for San Jose.
Yeah, if Askarov goes.
Yep.
Puck to the line. Wallman will drill it. The save by Vejmelka. The rebound. Oh, Vejmelka got it with a left pad and covers it up. And Kasperi Kapanen looks at the rafters here at the Delta Center. Can't believe he didn't put in that rebound.
Yeah. And Vejmelka clenched his two legs together. And unfortunately, Kapanen couldn't bag the rebound clean. But two straight looks created off ozone face-off wins.
Oh, that's a great chance for Kapanen. Vejmelka just kept it out. Marino to Schmidt. Now up the left wing to Dylan Gunther. Will get to center ice. Softly dumps it into the Oilers zone. Wallman to the end boards. Right side to Emberson. Now to Nugent. Hopkins will get it out to Roslovic. He's one-on-one with Marino. Turns to the right wing boards inside the Utah zone. Now to Kapanen. Into the right corner to Nugent Hopkins. Stenlund takes him to the end boards. Flying in there was Roslovic. Rims it up to the left wing point. Ekholm into the middle to Bouchard. Fakes the shot. Lost it. And Cooley's got a partial break. Ekholm trying to catch him. And Ekholm catches him and knocks the puck off his stick.
What a play by Matthias Ekholm.
Doc will dump it in. Utah doesn't even get a shot. Frederick will let it go from the left wing. Vejmelka holds on to it. Yeah, Matthias Ekholm really had to fly to catch up to Cooley and just got to him before he shot it.
That was a great defensive play by Matthias. It's the reason the guy's plus 30 this year.
Logan Cooley.
He can skate,
yes,
too.
That's the thing. He's got points of 4 straight. And Cooley got caught by Ekholm, and Ekholm with a shot, and it doesn't get through. At the high slot, it hit Peterka, and he's out to center ice. Now on the left to Kerfoot, into the Oilers zone, goes to the left wing corner, in front to Peterka, and it directed it just wide. Top of the circle, Doc there for Edmonton. Into the Utah end, that goes off his stick, over to the boards. Cole, up the left wing, off an Oilers stick, goes into the Edmonton zone. Jari will wrap it up the left side, off of Frederick and out. And DeSimone inside his own blue line for Utah. To Sergachev up the right. Now to Keller. He can steer it in. Nurse will go in behind the net. 3-1. Edmonton leads. We've played 2 minutes and 35 seconds of the second period. The puck just inside the Utah line. Keller to Sergachev. Off the referee. Right to DeSimone.
Gave him a play.
DeSimone helped with the breakout.
It did.
DeSimone dumps it in. It's along the right wing boards. Murphy's stick is broken. Puck top of the circle, and Jones's pass picked off by Schmidt. Nurse will get it out. Murphy will quickly get to the Edmonton bench. And Bouchard can get out there. Schmidt to Gunther through the middle over the Edmonton line. Now to Keller across to Cooley, but he couldn't handle the pass. Puck goes to the corner. Keller lost the top of the circle, and his Podkolzin out for Edmonton. Through the middle on the left, now to Savoy. Left wing corner, his pass in front got blocked. McDavid can jam it back to the blue line. Bouchard off the right wing boards behind the net to McDavid in front of the goal. Savoy couldn't get a shot. Puck to the middle, and Cooley will bring it out for Utah down the right wing. Into the Oiler end, taken off of it by Bouchard. Long pass by Ekholm goes to McDavid. Now on the left to Podkolzin, to McDavid, to Ekholm. He'll wind up, doesn't shoot it. To McDavid, out to Podkolzin. On the right to Bouchard. To McDavid on the right wing. He'll get to the middle of the ice in front to Ekholm. Put it on net, saved by Vejmelka, and it's cleared all the way down. And it'll be icing against Utah as we played 4 minutes and 9 seconds of the second period. 3-1 Edmonton leads.
Vasily Podkolzin with a high slot look on a setup from Connor McDavid, and he wasn't ready to shoot, and he passed off. What a chance, and then McDavid threaded the needle with Ekholm, who deflected one on goal. Good start to the second here for Edmonton.
Face off to the right of Vejmelka. Nugent Hopkins taking the draw against Stenlund. Trying to get them lined up. Puck dropped. Marino to Sergachev. Sergachev up the left wing for Yamamoto. Across on the right to Marino. Marino will dump it in. The rim. And Emberson to Wallman. Off the left wing boards. It gets out. Marino's got it at his own blue line. Give it to Cole. Now to Marino. Marino has it on the right wing. Cross to Ian Cole. The left wing to Tanev. He will deflect it in. It goes right to Tristan Jarry. He's got to play it. Almost lost it. Emberson rims the puck. It's on the right wing. Peterka towards the net. The puck goes to Jarry, and he covers it. It hit the stick of Tanev in front of the net. And Jarry covers it. Anxious moments in the Edmonton zone.
A little bit of a communication discussion taking place right now between Wallman and Jarry there.
Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Jarry. Dickinson to take the draw against Schmaltz. Puck goes to Keller. Now on the right wing point. Dursey down the right wing gives it to Keller on the right point. He'll take a shot. It hit the stick of Schmaltz and goes over the glass out of play.
Both teams creating some looks off of those own face-off wins here in the second period. It's interesting. Dickinson had a good period, sub 50%. Frederick is actually at 58% this year when he's taking draws. I mean, they got their top line on the ice here.
The puck to the left wing corner. Nurse has got room and time. And he'll snap a pass up to Frederick, and he's able to get it in. Oh, it took a nasty hop on Vejmelka, and he kept it out.
That almost ate him up.
It did. And the puck deflects out of play. Good catch made by a fan. But, wow, that took a crazy hop on Vejmelka. And that long dump in almost resulted in a goal. Look at a center ice face-off here. 5:11 gone in the second. 3-1 Oilers lead. As Henrique, Jones, and Lazar are out there with Murphy and Nurse. And Nurse has it at the Edmonton line. Nurse running out of room, so he'll go across to Connor Murphy, up through the middle to Adam Henrique, into the Utah end, forced to the right wing boards. Tanev gets a loose puck, then lost it. And Jones has it on the right wing, and shot towards the net, and is partially blocked. Stenlund's stick has broken. Puck to the line. Murphy on the right wing point. To Henrique behind the goal. Off the left to the blue line, but Nurse had gone off for a change. Bouchard had come out, so the puck comes out of the zone. McDavid's got it at center now. Into the Utah end on the left to Savoy. On the right wing, it hits Tanev. Won't get it out. Podkolzin keeps it in right corner to McDavid. He'll try to step out. He does, and try to bank it off of Amelka. Puck in the left wing corner. McDavid to the blue line for Ekholm. Over to Bouchard. Waits, doesn't shoot. To Ekholm, to Bouchard. Off the left wing boards. And Cooley will get it to the line and out. Bouchard's pass goes right to Yamamoto. He'll come in. He won't get a shot away. And he has the puck on the right wing corner as Bouchard had come back. And
Evan's had a couple tough touches here, hasn't he?
Out to center comes Podkolzin, and Edmonton goes offside at the line of the Utah Mammoth. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 28 seconds gone here in the second. 3-1 Oilers leading Utah. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's BestHotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit Edmonton's BestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-1 Edmonton leads. We are 6 minutes, 28 seconds into the second period. Curtis Lazar, Connor McDavid, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the goals for Edmonton. J.J. Peterka with the goal for Utah. The faceoff's going to be outside the Mammoth blue line, as Dickinson, Frederick, and Doc on the ice with Wallman and Emberson. Kerfoot taking the draw for Utah. Dickinson to Wallman, across to Emberson. Dursey in the corner. He's trying to poke it around, but it does not get around. And top of the circle to the line. Wallman to Emberson. He'll walk in. A shot save made by Vamelka. And coming out to center ice is Carcone. Down the left wing into the Oiler end. Carcone behind the net. Over to the right. Penalty coming up to Edmonton when they touch it. To the blue line for Cole. Left wing side. Kerfoot across the top. Across the line to Keller. To Kerfoot, to Keller on the right wing corner to Peterka. Delayed penalty coming to Edmonton. Keller's cross ice pass for Cole. Now on the left wing and to the blue line it goes to Dursey. Right side to Keller, rips it across. It'll find Cole on the left point now to Dursey. Towards the net to Kerfoot, to Peterka, and the save by Jari, and the Oilers touch it, and they're about to be shorthanded.
Unfortunately, Emberson, the Oilers' three forwards got caught up a bit. It was a jailbreak, but a 4-on-2 the other way. Emberson gave me a stick, probably a hook call.
49 minor hooking.
There it is. All right. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Utah 0-for-1 on the power play in this game. 3-1 Edmonton leads, 7:23 gone in the second. Face off to the right of Jari. Henrique taking the draw. They battle for it. It goes into the corner. Murphy gets it across to Nurse. Trying to come up the left wing. It only gets to the line. Keller kept it in for Gunther on the left side. to Cooley in the corner behind the net to Schmaltz.
Oh, what a read.
Then his pass picked off by Savoy, and it'll go to Nurse on the left wing, and he'll get it down the ice. Good play by Matt Savoy.
Great read. Terrific job of anticipation.
Keller starts up through center for Utah. Into the Oilers zone, comes over to the left wing point. Cooley to Sergachev. One touches it across to Gunther. Right wing corner to Keller. Keller out to the slot. Gunther to Sergachev. His shot. That pinballs into the right wing corner. On the right side, Keller over to the left for Gunther. Now to Schmaltz, across to Keller. One-timer pad save made by Jari into the middle of the ice, and Kapanen will rip it all the way down.
And Ekholm had lost his stick, and great presence of mind there from Ekholm, or from Kapanen. McDavid's out here for a shift.
Sergachev bumps it back to Paterka. Paterka comes into the Oiler end on the right wing for Krause. To the blue line to Weegar. Weegar on the right to Paterka, into the middle to Krause, and directs it wide of the Edmonton net. Net is cleared by McDavid.
Really good offensive players are often good penalty killers. They know where to go.
28 seconds left to go in this man advantage, and now Savoy trying to steal. Almost got it away from Paterka on the bump back, and out to center ice comes Krause into the Oilers zone. He's on the left wing. Over to the right to Paterka. Paterka off the right wing boards. To the line to Weegar. Now on the left for Carcone. To Weegar. Weegar down the left wing. And towards the net. That misses. Penalty is over. Carcone got it out front. Off the crossbar by Paterka. And that goes out of play. And Utah's 0 for 2 on the power play.
That guy can shoot the puck. I mean, it was a really interesting trade because it's Josh Stone and Michael Kesselring going the other way. And Kesselring's barely played this year. He had emerged last year as a second pairing right shot defense. I bet he gets traded by Buffalo this offseason.
Yeah.
And they could get a decent return on him. Second rounder and a prospect or something like that.
Yeah.
But they went and brought in Stanley and Shen for the playoff run, and Kesselring got boxed out.
3-1 Edmonton, 10:29 to go in this second. Face off to the left of Jari.
And Doan's part of that red hot Buffalo offense.
Wallman off his stick, goes to the side of the Edmonton net and into the middle of the ice, and Frederick to the point will just get it out of the zone. Tanev at his own blue line, over to Marino on the right. Now to Yamamoto for Tanev, just missed him through the middle of the ice. Wallman will clear it. Glove down by Schmidt. Now to Yamamoto, comes into the Oiler end, drops it, but nobody there for Utah. Went to Frederick. Now to Emberson up the right wing. Emberson over the Utah line. For Dickinson, a shot, and that one just off of Vamelka, goes to the right wing.
Oh, bad change.
Keller to Stenlund into the Oilers zone. Left side to Krause. Couldn't handle that saucer pass. Keller behind the Edmonton goal. Taken off of it by Ekholm. Loose puck. And Dickinson got it up the right side. Didn't get out. Keller in front of the net. Scores. Schmaltz got it in the slot. He blasts it in. And the Oiler lead is cut to 3-2.
That is an egregious giveaway. On Dickinson. He turns it over. Just make the easy play. He didn't. It's a bad goal against. Unforced error. And a slam dunk home.
10:28 time of the goal. Schmaltz gets his 29th of the year. Keller picks up an assist. He's got points in 5 straight. And Utah's within 1. It's a 3-2 Edmonton lead here in the second period. Puck goes into the Utah zone. Podkolzin to the right near the blue line where Bouchard will get the puck to the corner.
He got a high step.
And yep.
That's Podkolzin, and they're checking to see if he's leaking.
He got clipped And Edmonton's about to go on the power play.
He doesn't think he's just a 2-minute.
Okay, we'll take a break. Oilers with a man advantage when we come back. 3-2 Edmonton leads. 9:14 to go in the second period from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Mackenzie Weegar goes off for the high sticking penalty. Edmonton on the power play. They're 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Up 3-2 on the Utah Mammoth with 9:14 to go here in the second period.
Oilers have had some chances to have added to their 2-goal lead.
Oiler power play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
It's the bad giveaway in the 3-2 goal. See if Edmonton can respond. Gain some momentum back here.
Face off to the right of Amelka. The puck to the blue line. Bouchard on the left to Savoy. Into the corner for Nugent Hopkins, but it went off of Cole. And behind the net, Roslovic trying to help that around to McDavid. McDavid to the middle. He hit a stick, and it does come out. Bouchard inside his own end. Oilers get a first period power play goal of beauty by Connor McDavid on just an amazing rush. And he's got it right now, but it goes off his stick. Now it comes back to him. He'll bring the puck in on the left wing. McDavid stops top of the circle. Into the corner to Savoy. To the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid to Savoy in front of the net. That pass got blocked, and it is shoveled out and down the ice as Cole got in the way of the pass.
Righty to righty there. That would have been a tough pass and even a tougher pickup from Roslovic.
Bouchard in the neutral zone. Now to McDavid, into the Utah end, drops it back. Nugent Hopkins shot saved by Vamelka. Puck top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins got it to the corner, and Schmidt will get it all the way down the ice. Penalty over in 44 seconds.
Second power play in it out here early.
3-2, Oilers lead. 7:52 to go in this second period. As Podkolzin across to Kapanen. Kapanen right at center. It's over to the left wing on the backhand. They'll shoot it in. Schmidt along the boards to Marino. Can't get it out. Then Wallman's pass went off of Kerfoot as he tried to throw it across the blue line. It comes out. So Ekholm to Wallman. Jake Wallman to Podkolzin. Down the left wing into the Utah end. Get it across to Kapanen. In front to Podkolzin off the pad of Vamelka. And Stenlund to the blue line. It doesn't get out. Here's Wallman across the top in the slot to the left wing point. Penalty over. Ekholm, left wing side. Podkolzin hammers that one. That goes off a stick and out of play. So Edmonton 1 for 2 on the power play. 3-2 Oilers lead. 7:09 to go in the second.
Need a response back from the Dickinson-Frederick dock line here after Dickinson turned the puck over that led directly to the 3-2 goal. We're going to get a commercial break here. What's going on?
Vamelka's got a equipment issue. And needs a repair or a different blocker. I'm guessing he's just going to get a different blocker. But yeah, he has gone to the Utah bench.
It's been a loose game.
Yeah.
You know, like we're on pace right now for, 30 shots for both teams, and there's been some swings. Oilers have had some challenges. They've kind of fed second chance opportunities, and it finally cost them a goal.
Face off to the right of Vejmelka. And the puck to the blue line to Nurse. Nurse will shoot it, and that one blocked in front of the net. The chance, it does not get through. It's Dickinson with the opportunity. Wow. He might have taken a whack there.
What a chance that was.
The puck cleared out. Frederick back in, but Doc was caught in. That's offside. Doc having words with Dursey.
Dursey fought Zach Hyman a number of years ago in L.A. Doc's a much bigger man than Dursey. And though he doesn't go looking for it, he will do it. They're still talking here. Frederick's talking to Dursey, too.
Yeah, Dickinson, he took a whack.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're responding.
That might be. Because Dickinson was slow to the Oiler bench. It's going to be a face-off outside the blue line. Well, maybe he got hit with the puck.
That's what I'm thinking. He hit the post.
He did hit the post, but he did get drilled with the puck.
Yeah. So McDavid now out with Doc and Frederick for a shift.
Puck goes to center, and Ekholm will drift it in on the glass. Rims on the right. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Off the corner boards, it'll go to the left. Ekholm will shoot it towards the net off of Vejmelka. And McDavid out to Bouchard. And he fans on his one-timer. And Schmaltz will come out through the middle for Utah. And at center will dump it in.
Bouchard's fought the puck tonight.
Bouchard's got it up the right wing, but it'll go to the blue line. Kept in on the left wing point by Sergachev. Keller goes to the right wing corner to the blue line. Right point, Uyghur to Sergachev. Right side to Keller. Keller into the corner, into the slot, off the stick of Ekholm, and it will come out. Uyghur will hack it off the left wing boards. It's inside the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard on the right wing for Kapanen, comes into Utah territory. Drops it back to Roslovic. Roslovic on the left wing to the point. Nurse has it on the blue line. Towards the net, off a stick, goes into the left wing corner. Sergachev up against the boards. Behind the net to Uyghur. And Uyghur with some room, and on the left wing will get the puck to Peterka. He lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Roslovic to Kapanen. Kapanen will dump it in on the backhand. 5:25 to go here in the second. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Puck to the point where Murphy went to keep it in, but it goes off of Kerfoot. It comes out. Kerfoot across to Carcone into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Stood up by Wallman. Puck goes near the side of the net, and Stenlund or Kerfoot to Yamamoto. The shot and the save made by Jari as Yamamoto with the chance. Dursey will dump it back in.
They're picking up their pace and tempo here. Oilers got to match it.
Yamamoto on the right wing boards to Kerfoot. To the right wing point. Cole down to Kerfoot. On the left to Gunther. To the left wing point for Dursey. Off the left side, Gunther to the middle, to the right. The one-timer scores. Logan Cooley off the right wing ties the game at 3. Cooley with the chance off the right side. And he gets a solid shot to get his 23rd of the year.
It looked like it maybe got a piece of Wallman. Gunther to... No, I thought it might have got a piece of Skeet.
He's got points in 5 straight. It's his 6th goal in the last 5 games. And we're tied at 3. 15-19, time of the goal. Keller into the Oiler end on the left. Taken to the boards by Bouchard. Gets to the middle, and it's Podkolzin up the right wing to Savoy. Savoy off the boards, off of Podkolzin and in. Gunther and Durzi get the assists on the goal by Cooley. The puck cleared out. Bouchard to Nurse. Through the middle, off of Sergachev and in. McDavid behind the net in the Utah zone left wing point to Nurse. The shot, the rebound, scores! Vasily Podkolzin! Potts in the rebound, and the Edmonton Oilers, they've got a 4-3 lead.
Well, another quick response. They're looking down at the bench to see whether or not Podkolzin was interfering on the goaltender, Vejmelka. It's close. No, that's a good goal all the way. And that will be Vasily's 18th of the season. And I think McDavid's going to get the second assist on that goal.
So Podkolzin at 16:06.
From Nurse and I think McDavid.
And the Edmonton Oilers have a 4-3 lead. So what's that, 47 seconds after the goal by Cooley. The puck into the Oilers zone. Nurse in the left wing corner. 4-3 Edmonton leading. Off the right wing side, off of Frederick. Puck came out. Nurse will get it out again. And Frederick into his own zone to Nurse. Hit him in the skate. Now gives it to him on the left side. Over to Murphy, up the right wing, off of Frederick and in. Vejmelka stops it in behind the net. 4-3 Oilers here in the second period. Puck up near the point. Doc keeps it in. His shot, and that went off of Frederick. In the left wing corner is Marino.
Doc got a skate in the mouth.
He goes slowly to the Edmonton bench.
Got to battle back here.
Sergachev to Cooley, off the right side and in. Wallman over to Emberson. The right wing, off of Cole and Kapanen. The puck goes down into Utah territory as Nugent Hopkins trying to dig it out from along the boards. Gets to the middle to Cooley. Now he almost gave it away. He does. Roslovic's centering pass went off of Cooley before it could get to Nugent Hopkins. Yamamoto will get it out. Now to Gunther. Down the right wing. A shot save made by Jarry. And the rebound went off of Cooley and went wide of the net. Great stop by Tristan Jarry off of Dylan Gunther. Wallman will bank it and will miss the net. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 2:15 to go here in the second. 4-3 Edmonton leads.
They're going to push and push and push. They can really skate. They got a young, emerging team. You got to. Well, long changes in this period have been an issue for Edmonton twice with the D. And now Nugent Hopkins has to take in the circle.
Face off to the left of Jarry. Puck to the line. Uyghur to Sergachev. Couldn't keep it in. Krause in the neutral zone. Left wing for Schmaltz. Roll it in behind the Edmonton net. Krause runs into McDavid. Murphy's got it in the right corner. Through the middle to McDavid with speed. He might get by Uyghur. Here's McDavid towards the net. Can't get his shot, but a penalty coming up. And it's going to be a hooking call at Edmonton with 1:49 to go in the second period. Up 4-3.
You see the pass?
It was unbelievable.
Connor Murphy makes a pass and hits McDavid right in stride. McDavid explodes.
We'll take a break. Oilers on the power play when we come back from the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City. It's Fort Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll free.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. 4-3. Oilers lead the Utah Mammoth. Minute 49 to go in the second. Uyghur goes to the box for a hook. And the Edmonton Oilers get their third power play. They're 1 for 2 with a man advantage.
Roslovic, it's a right side draw. So Edmonton's elected to go to that side. Roslovic a righty against Stenlund. He's also a righty, by the way.
Oiler power play presented by Atco Energy. Puck goes to McDavid. His shot. Bad save made by Vamelka. Sergachev will get it down the boards and all the way down the ice.
A little bit of a misread there between Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic. Good job by Roslovic off the draw. Love the fact that Connor let her rip right away.
Pass through the middle by Bouchard was behind Nugent Hopkins. Sent back into the Oilers zone. McDavid will wind it up through the middle. McDavid into the Utah end on the left. Goes in behind the net. Sergachev on the backhand will get it down the ice.
Well, Connor got the zone entry, but the Oilers had no puck support to recover a loose puck, which shouldn't happen when you got the extra man on the ice. You should be able to outman him.
Bouchard, as we're coming up to the last minute here in the second, to Nugent Hopkins into the Utah zone, is passed to McDavid, and Marino was able to stop it, to put it off the skate of Kerfoot, and it comes out of the zone. Nugent Hopkins in the neutral zone on the right side. We'll give it to Roslovic. Goes to the right wing corner. Roslovic into the slot, and that's picked off by Kerfoot. Marino will get it out to Schmaltz into the Oilers zone with Bouchard. The shot scores! Down the left wing. Goes glove side on Jari. Shorthanded goal. This game's tied at 4.
Well, you hate giving up goals. Shorthanded. Schmaltz got a second of the game. 30th of the year, but the Oilers just really poor puck management in the offensive zone. I mean, that play can't happen. And a huge swing in this game. Yep. David looked like he was free, got hauled down by Uyghur. The Oilers got a power play, got one good shot right off the draw, and that's it. And they're going to work. Not working hard enough.
Sergachev into the Oiler end on the left. The shot saved by Jari. Sergachev tried to wrap it around. He almost did. As he picked up his own rebound. 17 seconds to go in the period. We're tied at 4. Up the left wing to Henrique. Now to Ekholm. He won't get a shot. Forced into the left wing corner.
Oh, man.
Puck through the middle, and Krause will get it out. To the right wing corner, and now the period will end. That's the 8th shorthanded goal of the season for the Utah Mammoth. 7th time this year the Oilers have given up a shorthanded goal.
Poor period from Edmonton. There's really no other way to say it. Got outscored 3-1. We got an even game through 2. Handed them 2 goals. Just flat out handed them goals.
You'd have to think momentum on the side of the Utah Mammoth with a shorthanded goal late in the second period.
It was just not good. Not what you're looking for. Oilers going to need a heck of a third, and they did not do now. They had real issues with long changes in that period, and part of the reason why they had real issues with long changes was how bad their puck maintenance was. That has to improve for Edmonton to win this game. They're going to have to dig in defensively. These guys will give you chances, but Edmonton's done a poor job recognizing the pace and tempo that they've been willing to attack with here in this game. So lots of work left to do in the third. It's an even game. It's there to go get.
Game is paused. We're on a mission. Oilers after dark. No competition. This intermission. That's our tradition. Yeah, Oilers after dark. Hear the recognition. Intermission. Yeah! Intermission. Let's go!
Yeah, that's the horn. Intermission time now.
Another period in the books, feeling the vibe here. The Oilers are lighting up the lamp tonight. Yeah, grab a drink with my crew. Everything's feeling so right. We are the Oilers after dark. Oilers after dark. Leaving our mark on this whole town. We ain't never gonna slow down. Oilers after dark.
Yeah, that's the horn. Intermission time now.
Another period in the books, feeling the vibe here. The Oilers.
Ford.ca. It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Run, walk, or roll with the whole family as Homes by Avi proudly presents Teddy Bear Fun Fest in support of Stollery Kids, May 9th at Rundle Park. Register now at teddybearfunfest.com. Then experience a rarely seen masterpiece exploring desire, power, and sacrifice as the Alberta Ballet presents Notre Dame de Paris, May 8th and 9th at the Jubilee Auditorium. Tickets on sale now.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
McDavid behind the net in the Utah zone, left wing point to Nurse. The shot, the rebound, scores! Vasily Podkolzin! Potts in the rebound, and the Edmonton Oilers, they've got a 4-3 lead.
It was a beauty goal by Podkolzin. The problem was there was only one Oilers goal in that period. There was 3 for Utah, and as such, we sit tied 4-4 through 40 minutes of play at Delta Center. That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. 4-4. Quick recap of the scoring summary. Nick Schmaltz, about 10.5 minutes into the frame there, got it going in the second anyway. That was from Clayton Keller and Lawson Crouse. Then Logan Cooley would score from Dylan Gunther and Sean Dursey. That was about 5 minutes later. It tied the game at 3. Podkolzin shortly thereafter, inside of a minute thereafter, with that nice play of the backhander in front of the net from Nurse and McDavid. And then with 19 and a half minutes gone in the frame, Nick Schmaltz, shorthanded goal, injecting some life, some hope, and really a different narrative, I would think, into the third period of this hockey game. You can see the desperation level, Rob.
You can. The Utah Mammoth were much better in that period, and the Oilers helped them a lot with poor puck management. As you heard Bob talk at the end of the period, where it's a long change, so on long changes you can't turn the puck over, and the Oilers did a number of times. Utah had odd man breaks, partial breakaways, 2-on-1s, and every one of those was created by a poor decision by the Oilers with the puck on their stick. Utah can score. You don't have to help them out, and the Oilers did in that middle 20. A lot of the poor defensive details that we've seen the last two games from the Oilers, we've seen again tonight. And Tristan Jarry hasn't given them the save that they've needed. So it's a combination. You're not playing well defensively. You're not getting a save from your goaltender. And all of a sudden, a game that, was pretty much in hand at times, is now you're going into the third period with all momentum on Utah's side.
Yeah, that's a difficult way to end that period for sure. I mean, there was momentum going Utah's way anyway, but to have it happen in the final 36 seconds of the period is pretty crushing for Edmonton. It's funny, they've only got them listed with 10 giveaways, but it's felt like the giveaways that they have been pretty catastrophic.
It hasn't been a great defensive game for the Oilers. And it's funny, before the game we talked that for the Oilers to win, they were going to have to play a solid defensive game because they weren't going to be able to outscore their mistakes. Well, now they're going to have to outscore their mistakes. They're going to have to score 5 or more to win this hockey game. The two keys that when Bob and I talked before the game, the two keys that I had is they have to play a good, strong defensive game. They have not. And the other one is their power play has to be a positive. Well, they got the great goal by Connor McDavid, the individual effort on their power play, but they had 2 more chances in that second period to extend the lead on their power play. First time they didn't, they looked frustrated. The first unit left the ice early. The second power play at the end of the period, now that could have been a dagger for Utah, because Utah had fought back. They had tied the game up. Next shift put Colson scores. Now the Utah Mammoth are trailing, and now they go down shorthanded at the end of the period, and the Oilers have a chance to extend it to a 2-goal lead. And to me, that's the end of the game. Oilers score there, Mammoth are done. Instead, they give up the shorthanded goal on just some bad decisions, and almost give up another shorthanded goal 10 seconds later. I mean, Sergachev got not one but 2 really good looks, and it almost like he caught the entire Oiler team napping as he just skated up the ice and no one came to him. He just, all right, I'm going to keep on going. So the Oilers fell asleep for a few minutes there in that second period, and Utah woke up, and now we have a much more exciting or nerve-wracking, whichever way you want to look at it, third period ahead of us, because the Oilers have not been as good defensively as we know they're capable of being.
It's their stars beating Edmonton right now too. I mean, as much as Edmonton's beating themselves, the Stars are taking advantage of it for Utah. Nick Schmaltz with a pair of goals, Logan Cooley with a goal set up by Dylan Guenther, JJ Paterka opened the scoring. These are the guys that they rely on to contribute in a game like this, in a game where their season is not on the line necessarily, but certainly being tested and their mettle being put on display in terms of whether or not they can hang around an opponent like the Oilers come playoff time. They're proving that they can.
Well, before the game, I talked about the importance of this game confidence-wise for Utah, because they are playing a team that quite possibly they play in the first round, and it's in their own rink, and the Oilers have no Hyman, no Draisaitl. So if Utah somehow can't find a way to beat this version of the Oilers, then all of a sudden game 1 of the playoffs, or whenever they get the full lineup for the Oilers, it just seems like insurmountable for the Utah Mammoth. So for them, this is a big game, a confidence builder. In this third period, I would imagine you're going to see Utah's best. But what we haven't seen so far in this game is either goaltender make a big save. And not blaming the goals on the goalies, but what are the shots in this game? Like 20-20, if that?
Yeah, 21-19 for Utah.
So yeah, 21-19. So that's 39 shots, and 40 shots. We've got 8 goals. I mean, that's not a great goaltending effort. So poor defensive play by both teams. Neither goaltender has given their team a save. So I would imagine this third period, whichever goaltender comes up with the one save is probably the team that's going to go away with the 2 points.
Yeah, that could well be the key difference. Everything else is relatively the same. Oilers are a little bit ahead in the face-off dot, 24 out of 43 for 55.8%. They're 1 of 2 on the power play. The Mammoth are 0 for 2, and hits are even at 16. Shots blocked, nowhere near as many as the other game that they played. Just 3 so far in this one, after blocking like 26 or something along those lines in the last meeting between these two teams. Anyway, we've got much more to come still. We're going to do the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73 when we get back to At the Intermission on your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Iran says it has accepted a 2-week ceasefire in the war and plans to begin talks with the United States while warning the conflict's not over. U.S. President Donald Trump says he will hold off on expanding attacks on infrastructure if Iran follows through and reopens the Strait of Hormuz. A stabbing inside the emergency room at the Royal Alexandra Hospital on Friday has sparked a bigger conversation about ER safety. President of Alberta Medical Association Section on Emergency Medicine, Warren Thurs, who works in the Royal Alex, says the increased violence is due to decades of political negligence. The hospital's ministry says in a statement, enhanced protective services are already in place at the hospital, including additional security personnel. And while many people are ready for the snow to be gone for the season, an Environment Canada meteorologist says it's actually a very good thing right now. Alyssa Pedersen says this snow will help us later down the line, especially in wildfire season. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
all knotted up at 4 in Utah. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 11-game slate tonight. The Golden Knights and Canucks are tied at 1 late in the second period, and the Predators have a 2-0 lead over the Ducks in the second period. Everything else has gone final. Canadians beat the Panthers 4-3 in a shootout. The Senators 6-2 over Tampa. In a shootout, the Blue Jackets beat Detroit 4-3. Flyers 5-1 over New Jersey. Hurricanes clinched the Metropolitan Division, beating the Bruins 6-5 in overtime tonight. The Avalanche clinched the Central Division and the Western Conference, actually, with the 3-1 win over St. Louis. Dallas 4-3 over your Flames, or the Flames, I should say, in Calgary. No, that one's in Dallas. 4-3 the final, though, in overtime. And 5-2 the Wild beat the Kraken in Minnesota. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. Toronto Blue Jays fell 4-1 to the Dodgers at Rogers Center in a game that you really hoped was going to be a lot better in terms of the bounce-back effort after they lost 14-2. The Jays did yesterday to the Dodgers in this rematch series. They'll have another game going tomorrow, obviously. My goodness, so disappointing. Flashbacks to last fall, of course. Let's see what the Oilers can muster in this third period here as we set our sights with Cam and Bob on third period action at Delta Center. We are at the intermission right now. It's 4-4, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Spring is around the corner, and it's time for a fresh start behind the wheel at Freedom Ford. Upgrade your drive after winter with a bold new 2026 Ford F-150 or Bronco, built for whatever the season brings. Plus, take advantage of huge deals on remaining 2025 models, including 0% financing, but only while they last. Bring new energy to the new season at Freedom Ford. Visit freedomford.ca to view current inventory, or stop by Freedom Ford today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Salt Lake City, Utah, the Edmonton Oilers, the Utah Mammoth, getting ready for the third period of play. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. That current jackpot at $97,000 right now and climbing fast. You could be our next lucky winner. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Edmonton 4-3-2 this year when tied after 40. Utah Mammoth are 8-7-3. It's 4-4, and we're ready for the third period as McDavid, Savoy, and Podkolzin are on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. As the Oilers start off just 11 seconds of power play time. Presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Puck goes into the Utah end. Sergachev will shoot it all the way down the ice. And the penalty to Uyghur is now done. Edmonton 1 for 3 on the power play as McDavid comes flying up the right side to Savoy, now to Podkolzin. McDavid was in on the offside. Now Podkolzin can shoot it in. Marino in the right wing corner. Top of the circle to Keller. He'll get out through the middle. Bump it across to Krause. We'll get it in off of the skate of Podkolzin. And Bouchard behind his net to Matthias Ekholm. And Ekholm flushed out of there by Schmaltz. Ekholm up the right wing. Pass goes right to Yamamoto. Had his stick lifted by Nugent Hopkins. And Roslovic will shoot it in. Pamelka out of his net. Left wing to Schmidt. Then lost it to Nugent-Hopkins. A rising shot off the right shoulder of Vejmelka. And Cooley to center ice. Cooley into the Edmonton zone, off the boards to Yamamoto. Up the left wing to the blue line to Cole. Fires it across, gave it away to Kapanen. Couldn't get it out. Dursey kept it in. Cooley across the line, then hit Nugent-Hopkins with it. Nugent-Hopkins will get it out. Gunther on the right wing to Cooley. We'll dump it in. We're just underway here in the third. Tied at 4, the Oilers and the Mammoth. And the puck sent in on the right side of the Utah zone. It goes into the right wing corner and in behind the net, Cole. Up the left to Kerfoot. Kerfoot coming to the middle of the ice. Kerfoot will dump it in. It goes to the right wing corner. Emberson to Wallman. Helps that around on the left, and it's out to center. Marino inside his own blue line now to Schmidt. Up the left wing to Kerfoot, just off his stick and in. Wallman will get it out. Puck goes to Dickinson into the Utah zone, left wing corner. Dickinson to Frederick in front to Doc. Scores! Colton Doc got his own rebound and gives the Edmonton Oilers a 5-4 lead.
You got a goal from your fourth line and now a goal from your third line. And Colton Doc has scored his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. And he stayed with it. And he showed some hand-eye coordination to pick up the rebound after a terrific first save from Vejmelka. And then Doc slides it through the 5-hole. And the Oilers have a 5-4 lead, 2:10 into period 3.
Fourth of the season for Doc, but as Bob said, his first as an Edmonton Oiler. 2:10 into this third period. And the Oilers have a 5-4 lead.
Frederick and Dickinson should draw the assists.
Dursey up the left wing to Stenlund. Dump it in. Tanev centering pass goes right through the slot. Dursey with his shot and a save by Jari. Murphy with a hit on Tanev that the crowd reacts to. Puck goes to Cole. His shot from the point deflected by Yamamoto wide. Dursey to Tanev in the right wing corner. To the blue line to Dursey. A snapshot. That deflects wide and Jari will cover it. 2:40 gone here in the third. 5-4 Edmonton leading. A goal by Colton Doc has pulled the Oilers again up by 1. Face off to the left of Jari.
Nugent-Hopkins now out here probably in support of the face-off in case McDavid gets waved out. Guess
Which
what?
he does. So Nugent-Hopkins will take this face-off to the left of Jari. Schmaltz wins it, though, to the point. Weegar on the right, and a quick shot and a save made by Jari, and Nugent-Hopkins will get it out. Keller let that go from the right wing.
Just missed Nuge McDavid.
Otherwise, he was through the middle. Puck dumped in, but Weegar was on the Utah side of center. It's icing against the Mammoth. The faceoff will be to the right of Karel Vejmelka. Utah scoring a late shorthanded goal in the second period, but Edmonton gets one here early in the third. Colton Doc giving Edmonton a 5-4 lead. Off the draw, Savoy's shot, and that one blocked. Goes up into the air, goes over to the boards, and Sergachev to the line, couldn't get it out. Savoy keeps it in. Savoy's centering pass, and that went off of Krause just wide. Weegar skate up to the line, a center ice line on the right to Keller. Softly to the right wing corner it goes. But Colson up in the air and out with it. And that one, it was Schmidt on the left. Kapanen in there for Edmonton will dump it in. Gloved, sort of, by Vejmelka. Hit his glove anyway. It comes to center ice. Cooley will come into the Oiler end down the left wing. The angled shot off the stick of Emberson. From the right wing, a shot got blocked by Gunther. From the point, Marino let it go. Couldn't get it through. Gunther, his pass into the middle, but Yamamoto tied up. Schmidt around the right wing boards to Cooley. Stops on the right side to the blue line to Marino. Across the line to Schmidt. Down the left for Gunther. Let it go over the Edmonton net. And the puck on the right wing. Cooley to Marino. Out to Gunther. One-timer partially blocked. It's in the slot. Nugent Hopkins will get it out down the left wing. Kapanen after it in the Utah zone in the left wing corner. Off the boards. It goes to the line. Gunther will get it out. To Carcone. Checked at the Edmonton line. Dickinson to center will dump it in. 5-4 Oilers lead. 4.5 gone here in the third period. The puck along the right wing and Peterka out of his end for Utah. On the right off of Carcone and in. Nurse goes behind the net. Holds off Carcone. The right wing for Frederick. Shoots that in. Docks offside. Oilers will have to tag up. Cole will get it out, though, up the right for Peterka. Comes into the Oiler end. Spins back to the boards. Played it in behind the net. Emberson on the right wing hit the referee with it, though. And it'll go right to Wallman. He can come out through center ice. Wallman over center will dump it in. Pamelko set it behind the net. Uyghur and Wallman having some words. And it's in behind the goal. Sergachev. Up the right wing. That gets blocked. Shot in on the backhand by Henrique. Right to Pamelka. He's going to cover it. 5 minutes, 23 seconds. Gone here in the third. 5-4. Edmonton leads. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Ozone draw. Back out comes McDavid. Put Colson and Savoy, just like we all thought at the start of the year.
Yep.
Savoy's due for a little puck luck in this game. He's created some good plays, made some turns some bucks over and that sort of thing.
Uyghur out from behind his net, up the right wing and out to Krause.
Again, the referee.
Yep. Dumps it in. It's in behind the net. Ekholm on the left wing, out through the middle, and that might be hard enough for icing. It is, barely, but it is. Be a face-off back in the Oiler end. Oilers in San Jose tomorrow. LA on Saturday afternoon, this 3-game road trip. Then 2 home games after that to close out the regular season as Edmonton will host Colorado on the 13th, Vancouver on the 16th. David against Cooley in the face-off circle. Puck goes over to the right wing. And along the boards, Cooley up to the blue line. Cooley will shoot it towards the net. It misses. Schmidt has it on the right wing point for the Mammoth. Now on the right wing for Gunther. His shot, and that does not get through. Gunther will keep it in to Schmidt. Tried to shoot it, and that one knocked
doesn't
have any steel in his skate. So Podkolzin is trying to get to the Edmonton bench. Puck played out to McDavid. He's down the right wing. He's into the Utah zone. One hands it on net, and a save made by Pamelka. Podkolzin was able to get to the Edmonton bench. Kerfoot into the Oilers zone towards the goal. Gloved by Jari. He'll hold on. And that shot from the point, it hit Podkolzin right in the skate and knocked the steel right out of the holder.
You know one thing about Pods, he's going to block it if he can.
We'll take a break. 5-4 Oilers lead. 6:33 gone in the third from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. For the next Game Day Live Flight Night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on April 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub, Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oilers fans, this is one you won't want to pass up. Step into Coventry's newest Oilers fan cave in Crystalina, where every day feels like game day. Visit any Coventry show home now through April 23rd and enter for your chance to win the ultimate show home opener prize pack, packed with unforgettable Oilers experiences and a luxury stay. Details at coventryhomes.ca. Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Edmonton Oilers have a 5-4 lead on the Utah Mammoth. We have played 6 minutes, 33 seconds of the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Go-ahead goal by Colton Dock. 2:10 into this third period.
Right side draw here, and Lazar's out to take it. Nuge is out there with him and capping it. So they're going to go Lazar instead of Roslovic.
Face off to the right of Jari. The puck to the left wing point. Sergachev quickly across the line to Dursey. Right wing corner to Peterka. Shot. That goes wide. Sergachev sails it wide of the net. Peterka has it in the right corner. Lazar will take him to the boards. Pinned him. Loose puck to Nugent Hopkins. Middle of the ice to Murphy. And it's Murphy into the Utah zone on the right wing.
This play is offside. They missed it.
It's in behind the goal. Dursey to Peterka, got it out. Gave it to Carcone. Carcone into the Oilers zone on the right side. Drives in front of the net, doesn't get a shot. Now puts it in front of the goal, and it goes over to the right wing corner. Kerfoot to the right wing point to Dursey. Over to Sergachev. Left wing to Keller. Across to Dursey. Right side. One-timer fanning on it was Kerfoot. Kapanen tried to chop it out of the zone. It doesn't get out. Sergachev on the left wing point. Now to Kerfoot. Into the corner to Keller. Keller being pushed up the boards by Nugent Hopkins. To the right wing point to Dursey. He'll snap it towards the net, blocked by Nurse. Keller has it on the right wing to Dursey. Over to Sergachev, left wing point. To Dursey, got to the middle, and it went off the top of the blade of his stick and came out.
That was a bad shift from Edmonton. Lucky.
Schmaltz into the Oilers zone, and jamming it out to center was Roslovic. Here's Keller. Just into the Oiler end. Lost it to Dock. Wallman will spin in behind the Edmonton net. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the third. 5-4 Edmonton leading the Utah Mammoth. On the right wing to Emberson will dump it in. Gets into the corner. Inside the Utah zone. Dock off the right wing board. Shot towards the net. Blocked. It's to the top of the circle. And Gunther goes cross ice to Yamamoto. He's down the right wing, into the Oiler end, across to Gunther. Oh, great save by Jari coming across. I don't know how Gunther got such a good shot away. And the puck along the right wing boards.
It's because he can shoot.
Oh, can he ever? That's offside. Cooley touches it. That was a pass that was in his skates, and he one-timered it right on net.
Yeah, did a great job changing his release point on that.
5-4 Oilers lead here in the third.
But Colson are still getting that skate fixed, eh? Because Jones is up right now.
Yeah. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. All right, Keller will get it into the Oiler end. Left side to Sergachev. A shot. Pad saved by Jari. Sergachev to the left wing point. Keller across the line. The shot from the blue line. Save made by Jari. It was redirected. Weegar let it go. It was partially blocked, really. It rolled to Jari, and he covers it up.
It's like, but Colson's got the new wheels out there.
He's just trying him out. Looks like he's good to go. Face off to the left of Tristan Jari. Goes to the point. Weegar hammers it wide of the Edmonton net. Sergachev pinching down from the left point. It gets into the corner. Schmaltz off the left boards to the slot. Krause's shot doesn't get it through. Ekholm got his stick lifted. Keller will keep it in to Schmaltz. Now to Krause. His shot. Oh, Jarry just got enough of it. And here's McDavid out through center ice. And he'll dump it in. Utah comes so close to tying this game up.
Well, McDavid pulled that one right off the end line.
It went off at Jarry, and it was just sitting there in the crease. And McDavid did save the day. Paterka down the left wing. His pass goes off of Murphy to the line. Cole kept it in. Right side to Dursey. Into the corner to Paterka. To the point for Dursey. To Paterka. Top of the circle on the right. Over to Cole. Winds up, doesn't shoot. Gave it to Dursey. His shot. And it goes off of Henrique. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Off the back of the goal. Nurse let it go off his skate. It's in the corner. Carcone to Paterka to the right wing point to Dursey. Right side Paterka through the middle, and that's picked off by Murphy. Little bank pass to Max Jones. Will get it out. Up to Henrique. He'll shovel it into the Utah zone.
Right now the Oilers are just hanging on here.
9:38 to go in the third. 5-4 Edmonton leads. Cole with it behind his net for the Mammoths. Skating through his Keller. Doesn't take the puck. Cole comes out on the left. To Tanev. Now on the left wing. Stenlund to Tanev. Into the Oiler end. Stenlund on the right to Keller. To Marino. One-time shot blocked. Now Schmidt from the left side. Couldn't get a shot through. Stenlund behind the net to Keller. To the point for Marino. Marino's in the middle on the blue line. Over to Schmidt. Has it on the right point. Right wing to Keller. To Schmidt. He'll shoot it. Tipped on net. Saved by Jarry. The rebound. Stenlund had it hit something. It goes out of play. It might have hit Jarry. And it went up and over the glass. Oh, Utah comes close again. We're going to take a break. 5-4. Edmonton leads. Jarry did get a piece of that. 8:56 to go in the third. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Edmonton Oilers up 5-4 on the Utah Mammoths. We've got 8:56 to go in the third period. But Utah has been putting the pressure on the Edmonton Oilers. And Tristan Jarry coming up with a couple of huge saves before the break. Face off the Edmonton zone to the left of Jarry. Henrique, McDavid, Savoy with Ekholm and Bouchard. Schmaltz taking the draw for Utah. Goes to the corner on the left. Ekholm up to the line where Uyghur kept it in. It's into the skates of Matthias Ekholm. Now Keller tried to pass in front of the net. They got blocked. Henrique to the left wing for McDavid. Up in the air and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Uyghur cross to Sergachev. Now on the right wing. Off of Krause and in. Ekholm for Bouchard. Bouchard up the right wing into the middle of the ice. That finds McDavid. Comes into the Utah zone, drops it, and the shot by Savoy, and his stick craters. The puck goes into the right wing corner. On the right wing boards, Podkolzin to the line, and Dickinson was trying to get there off the bench. Didn't get there quite in time, so it goes back in on the offside.
Well, unfortunately for Matt Savoy, his stick broke, and then the Oilers couldn't get the line change. McDavid got rode. McDavid's been flying tonight. I know he's got a goal and assist, but he's been flying. But right now, the go-ahead goal in this game is from this third line from Edmonton. Dickinson with Frederick and Doc, and all three players were involved in that goal.
Dickinson wins the draw. Murphy to Nurse. Can shoot it into the Utah end. Schmidt up the left wing to Yamamoto. Yamamoto back to Nate Schmidt. To Cooley, to Schmidt. Still inside the Utah zone. And now we'll get to center ice. Left wing, it hit Cooley in the skates. Was into the Oiler end. It's behind the net.
Oh, wow.
Nurse just about lost it, but Murphy following the play to Nurse. Left wing for Frederick. Off the boards and out. Schmidt. Get it through center. Yamamoto gets run into by Trent Frederick. Schmidt at his own blue line to Marino. Edmonton makes some changes. So does Utah.
Carconi's had some speed through the neutral ice in this game, and they look for him to carry it.
Marino on the right to Carconi. Pokes it in just past Wallman. Puck goes to the left wing point. Cole to Paterka, out to Kerfoot. He whistles it wide on that short side. To the right wing point. Dursey scores. Dursey shot tipped by Kerfoot. This game's tied at 5.
The Wallman-Emerson pairing the last two games. I mean, you have the puck under control, and then Emerson does a box Kerfoot out right in front of the net.
It was a good tip.
It was a good tip.
Yep.
But you got the puck.
Yep.
It's the third time in this game they've had the puck and turned it over, and it's led to goals.
The shot from the right point by Dursey, and Kerfoot gets his stick on it and redirects it past Jari.
You could feel it coming.
Yeah. Utah's put on the pressure as Yamamoto will dump it in. That's offside. Tanev was in early. So we get the whistle with 6:50 to go here in the third. Tied at 5, the Oilers and the Mammoth. Kerfoot from Dursey and Carconi.
Well, Carconi, he gained zone entry. It was a nothing play. It was a 1-on-3, and the Oilers let him get it in, and then they wrap it around the boards from Wallman to Emerson, and it's a turnover, and it ends up in their net. Can't happen, and it's happened too often tonight.
Sergachev to Uyghur on the right side is able to shoot it in. Ekholm around the boards. That'll go down the ice, and it will be icing against Edmonton. These teams have traded goals here in the third period.
Edmonton played for the lead for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
They are under siege here.
Yeah. A lot of pressure by Utah. Face off to the left of Jari. Left wing, Ekholm off the boards and out. It'll also be icing.
Their forwards have done a great job pressuring Edmonton's defense, forcing turnovers. I think it's got to be stated. I think that Utah's D's outplayed Edmonton's D quite substantially tonight. Bouchard hasn't had a top flight night.
Ekholm left wing corner, up the left side.
Holy cow.
Colson got it out.
Right, they're just struggling to get it down the neutral ice right now.
Sergachev to Keller. Off the right wing, across to Sergachev. On net, and a save by Jari. He's looking for a redirect, and it is cleared out by Podkolzin.
Oilers need something to happen here.
All the momentum has been used.
It doesn't look like they can get it to overtime the way they're playing, right?
Oh, and a giveaway to Dickinson. That shot, that just goes wide of the net. Maybe it glanced off of Vejmelka, but a giveaway to Dickinson right in the slot. Gunther will come in on the left side. A shot saved by Jari. Schmidt across the line to Marino. Now to Schmidt. A shot. And that one just got a piece of Jari. Doc trying to get it out. He does. Schmidt inside his own end. Goes in front of the net. Left side to Yamamoto. Cross ice to Marino. Into the Oiler end through the middle. Goes over to the left wing. A backhand save by Jari. Nurse goes behind the goal to the right wing corner and then stops behind the net. 5:10 to go in the third, tied at 5.
Need a response here from Kapanen, Roslovic, Nugent Hopkins after the last goal. Give it to him now.
Emberson through the middle to Roslovic. Goes off his stick. Vejmelka to play it. Up the right wing for Carconi. Wanted to go cross ice. Now it gets there to Kerfoot. Shoots it in. Wallman along the right wing boards has to deal with Carconi flying in there. Wallman protects it to Emberson on the right. And Emberson out through the middle. Knocked out of the air by Kerfoot, but he knocked it down with a high stick, so we get the whistle. 4:40 to go in the third. Tied at 5, the Oilers and the Mammoths. We'll be right back from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's Sport Dealers, NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new Volcano Pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, the Oilers and the Mammoths tied at 5. 4:40 to go in the third period. Cam Moonlow with Bob Stauffer as the teams have gone back and forth. Edmonton was up 3-1 after 20. Get outscored 3-1 in the second for it to be 4-4 after 2 periods. They've traded goals here in the third. Bouchard will dump the puck into the Utah end. Uyghur behind the net to Sergachev on the left. Bouchard pinches down. They'll go near the blue line where Podkolzin can keep it in. Vejmelka sets it to Sergachev off the left wing boards down the ice. That'll be enough for icing. It's icing against the Mammoth. Utah out shooting Edmonton 29-26. And have carried a lot of the play here in the third period.
Yeah, this is after 4 pretty good defensive performances in a row. This has not been won tonight. But you still have a chance to win the game. It's 5-all.
Face off to the right of Vejmelka. Sergachev out from behind his net. Give it to Keller. He'll go high in the air. Gloved down by Bouchard inside the Edmonton blue line. On the right wing, that gets picked off by Krause into the Oilers zone. Put it through the middle. It was too far for Schmaltz, and out from behind the net is Savoy. To Bouchard. The left wing to Ekholm. Gets over center, will drill it in. Goes to the right, Gunther. Right wing corner to Uyghur. Up the boards to Cooley, and now he gets to center ice into the Oilers zone. Cooley across the middle, a shot way high and wide. Yamamoto on the right wing, top of the circle, into the corner to Gunther in front of the net, off an Oilers stick, right to Jari. He gloves it and holds on. 3:33 to go in the third, and the game tied at 5.
You're going to see Dickinson, Henrique, and Frederick come out here. I'd see Henrique take the draw. He's at 54% on the season. Dickinson's 10-3 tonight. He's had a good game. He lost that one.
Puck to the right wing point. Marino down the right wing boards to Carcone to Marino. Out of Peterka. Peterka with a backhand save by Jari. Puck along the boards. Kerfoot behind the net to Peterka. Goes to the right in front to Carcone. Hit a stick. Goes to the blue line. Sergachev kept it in, or Schmidt kept it in. Puck to the right wing, to the right point, and off of Marino and out.
This right now, the Oilers cannot get a break.
It's at center. It's Peterka. Shoots it in. Roslovic on the right wing. Roslovic out to center ice. Into the Utah zone. Dumps it to the corner. Goes after it. Runs into Cole. It's up against the boards. Went off of Nugent Hopkins. Cleared out by Gunther. Ekholm to Bouchard. Right wing to Roslovic. He got it into the Utah zone. Yamamoto to Cole. To go behind his goal. Reverse it to Gunther. And then Gunther for Dursey to Gunther. And he's up the right wing. Gunther into the Oiler end. Off the right wing boards and in. 2:20 to go here in the third. Tied at 5. Puck up the right wing. Gets out of the zone of the Oilers. Weegar will shoot it back in. Murphy will get it out. It missed Weegar. It'll go down for icing against Edmonton. Face off to the left of Tristan Jarry.
Big draw. The Oilers didn't agree. They thought the puck could have been played. So huge draw here for McDavid. He's 13-8. And wins it.
Nurse in the left wing corner. Nurse to center ice. Across to Savoy. Hit his stick and it goes into the crowd.
See, and that's one where Matt's just got to do a little bit, continue to do some work on his puck skills because he's always in the right spot and he's solid defensively.
Face off outside the Utah blue line. Minute 59 to go here in the third period. Oilers and Mammoth tied up at 5. Sergachev over to Weegar to Sergachev. Left wing to Schmaltz. Can steer it in. Hit the corner boards. Took a weird hop. The puck along the left wing. Top of the circle. Savoy to Ekholm. The left wing for Podkolzin. He's able to get it in. The milk out to play it. Along the left wing to Krause. Top of the circle. And Carcone had got it to center ice. Nurse dump the puck in on the left wing. Dickinson in the left wing corner. Back to Nurse on the blue line. Shoots it towards the net. Saved by Vejmelka. That one got deflected. And it's cleared out of the zone by Kerfoot and Peterka into the Oiler end on the right wing. A shot high and wide.
It's another guy that wears Frederick here.
It's on the right wing point. Marino to the right wing corner. Trying to break it up is Dickinson, and Nurse can get it loose to Murphy. Last minute here in the third. Tied at 5, the Oilers and the Mammoth. As Doc to center will skip it in. Vejmelka to set it to Marino. Now to Schmidt up the left wing to Cooley. Spun it out of the zone. And the Edmonton blue line is Bouchard. To go off a stick, Marino to Sergachev. On the left wing off of Yamamoto to Gunther. It's passed to the middle. Good job by Nugent Hopkins. And he does get it out. Sergachev inside his own blue line. 28 seconds to go here in the third. Sergachev, long pass to Cooley. Into the Oiler end on the right wing.
Got to force him.
Cooley to the point, to Cole. Now to Sergachev, left side to Krause. To the middle, picked off by McDavid. He's out to center ice. To Kapanen, got it into the zone, into the right wing corner. McDavid, he couldn't get a pass in front of the net. And the third period is going to expire. And we're going to need a little extra, as the Oilers and the Mammoth are tied up at 5. We are through 60 minutes. We come back 3-on-3 overtime. Oilers and Mammoth at 5. From the Delta Center, it is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's here. The Ford, it's a big not yet. The Ford, it's a big deal. Oh, guys, just wait. The Ford, it's a big deal event is on. Really? Now! Hurry in to lease a 2026 F-150 STX with black appearance package from $237 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 36 months with $54.90 down. That's like $119 a week. The Ford, it's a big deal event. Visit your Alberta Ford store or Ford.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer, Oilers and the Mammoth going overtime, tied at 5. Oilers in 3-on-3 overtime this year. They're 9-6, and shootouts are 0-3. They're 9-9 overall. The Mammoth 9-6 in 3-on-3 overtime. The only team in the NHL that hasn't been to a shootout, so they're 9-6 overall. They traded goals in the third. Doc for Edmonton. Kerfoot for Utah. Utah with a lot of zone time in that third period.
So McDavid's had a great game in faceoffs. He's 15-8. He's going to go up against Schmaltz, who's 14-14. And it's going to be Savoy, McDavid, and Bouchard. You know what? They're going to put Stenlin out to get the draw.
Yeah. And if they get control, he'll go to the bench.
He'll go to the bench.
Yeah. Because in overtime, sometimes the first face-off's the most important. You might never get the puck back. As Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls rocks the Delta Center. Everybody's standing here as the Oilers and the Mammoth get ready for overtime. A great atmosphere, an entertaining game here tonight. And it's going to need a little extra. They drop it, and the Oilers get first possession.
And right off goes Stenlin. Give it to him now.
Bouchard up the right wing to Savoy. Into the Utah zone. Spins to the right wing boards. We'll bring it out of the zone. Now to Bouchard. Bouchard to Savoy. Over the line on the right. Thought about going to the net, and Cooley takes it away, and then Savoy tripped him. Penalty coming up. And Edmonton will be shorthanded as we're 25 seconds into the overtime. He's got his stick caught up in the skates of Cooley. So third power play of the game for Utah.
I would not start. I play Savoy with Roslovic. They won 2 games in overtime for you earlier in the year. And I'd play McDavid and Nugent Hopkins. But what do I know? Now they need a huge kill.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the left of Jari. And the puck to the line. Sergachev to the middle. On the right to Keller. Scores! Clayton Keller, short side, roof that. And Utah will win it 6-5 in overtime. And the Utah Mammoth defeat the Edmonton Oilers for the first time in their history. 6-5 the final. Power play goal. A great shot by Keller off the right wing.
It was a great shot, but the whole sequence is an unforced Savoy just trying to take Cooley on. It's a forward against forward, tries to beat him, and then he gets the stick jammed in there. Got a lead in the third. I mean, Edmonton got a point. At the end of the day, you get a point, but not the end result you're looking for.
Keller from Sergachev and Gunther, 33 seconds into that overtime on the power play.
So now you got to recalibrate against San Jose. I mean, they need a much better defensive performance than we saw tonight. Like this was... There were some guys that had some rough nights. The Wallman-Emerson pairing really struggled. They're going to have to dig in a bit. You know, they both at one time were San Jose property. Keep them together, bounce back. Sharks are a dangerous team. Sharks are trying to fight and stay alive, too. Tough loss for Edmonton, let me tell you. Vegas is up 2-1. They're playing the Canucks. I mean, it's guaranteed win night there. And Edmonton's going to drop to second here in the Pacific. And I will tell you that the Predators are 3-0 on the Ducks. Actually, no, wait a sec here. Edmonton was tied with Anaheim. Vegas, if they beat Vancouver, will get 2 points. Edmonton will get 1. So Edmonton and Vegas will be tied for top spot in the Pacific. Oilers need a better defensive performance tomorrow. No other way to say it.
Well, this was something.
No,
this was something.
This was a game that the Oilers, by my count, gave them 3 goals in this game. And, you know, people will sit there and say, Jari's got to give you one more save. And my response to that is, you can't hand them the goals that they got. I mean, I think people don't realize that one of the pucks went in off of Wallman's skate. So, you know, maybe the shorthanded goal was not a great goal. The second goal scored by Schmaltz, but they stuck with it. And to be honest with you, they should be the more desperate team. The Oilers got 250 goal scorers not playing tonight, right? So, anyways, big win for them. And some work to do for Edmonton tomorrow night. It's 4-0 now. Predators over the Ducks. So the Oilers are still going to be in a tie for first place after tonight.
Entertaining to be sure. I'm sure the coaching staff will have a lot to go over with their team tonight after that one. Well, probably both coaching staffs, to tell you the truth. But when it was all said and done, it's a 6-5 overtime loss for the Oilers against the Utah Mammoth, as Edmonton gets goals from Curtis Lazar, Connor McDavid, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Vasily Podkolzin, and Colton Dock. For Utah, a pair by Nick Schmaltz, J.J. Peterka, Logan Cooley, Alex Kerfoot, and Clayton Keller had the game winner, as the Oilers lose at 6-5 in overtime. Edmonton drops to 39-29-10 on the season, and Utah has won 4 in a row. They're now 41-30-6. 6-5 the final. The Mammoth over the Oilers in overtime. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wallman will get it out. Puck goes to Dickinson into the Utah zone, left wing corner. Dickinson to Frederick in front to Dock. Scores! Colton Dock got his own rebound and gives the Edmonton Oilers a 5-4 lead.
That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone, all in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And unfortunately, Edmonton went up 5-4 at that point. Utah turned it on. The Oilers survived. I mean, Utah got a goal to tie the game 5-5. And then Matt Savoy tried to maybe do a little bit too much on a challenge one-on-one against Logan Cooley and ended up tripping him on the play. They got the power play, scored 5 seconds after off of their O-zone face-off win. Clayton Keller with the winner. This is the Rogers postgame show.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey Canada, want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire love of learning today.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right. Excuse me. This was a nightmare of a mess of game from both ends. Highly entertaining. Some people say 6-5 games are always the best. The Oilers lose in overtime. Edmonton gave up the lead 3 times tonight. The breakdowns by both teams. Not great nights from the goaltenders. I had the scoring chances, the A-grade scoring chances in this game, 9-9. This game ended up 6-5. We're in the Rogers postgame show. Rogers, this is our game from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for a year. The Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Well, the Oilers didn't get a chance to do that because they kept squandering leads. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Spring of order inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Slop fest tonight from Edmonton.
It was loose again defensively. The Oilers put together a nice stretch of defensive games, and I mean the last time they were in Utah, it was an absolute masterpiece. But we watched the game against the Blackhawks, and the Oilers won that game, and Jari was very good in that game. But you and I talked afterwards that it was loose defensively, way too many odd man rushes against, and the Oilers were fortunate they were playing against a non-playoff team. We've said that they're going to have to get better because they're going to start playing some better teams. Well, against Vegas, they played well enough to win, but the big mistakes cost them. They lost to a playoff team in Vegas. And again tonight, they played well enough to win. You score 5 on the road. That should be good enough to win a hockey game. But again, big mistakes at the wrong moments and just too loose. And it was a combination. It was a loose defensive game, and they never got a save. In all honesty, neither goaltender had their A game.
Their guy was terrible.
Yeah, he both of them struggled at times. They never got the saves they needed. And then you go to overtime, and the break went to Utah. Savoy made the right play, trying Cooley one-on-one. You got a forward back, you try him. But sometimes when you lose control of the puck in a 3-on-3 situation, you feel, I got to get that back. You get your stick in the wrong place, and
he was fine defensively.
Yep.
He cut and because of the way he can skate, he can angle off and all those other things.
Yeah, I mean, where the Cooley was, it was behind his own goal line. So he was in. There's no danger there, but young player, young mistake. But this wasn't. That was just one of the mistakes made in this game. This was just.
Okay, let's cut to the chase here. Wallman and Emerson have to be better than we've seen the last 2 games. Like, this is, I thought Nurse and Murphy were okay, but Wallman and Emerson for 2 straight games. Emerson missed some shifts in the second period. Edmonton was chasing. You gotta bring more. And there just seemed to be a reluctance of Wallman in particular to physically engage.
Well, you start the very first goal of the game. Wallman had the puck 3 times behind his own net.
Come on, man.
And not hard plays. Be assertive. A great example is Connor Murphy. There was a play I think it was in the 3rd period tonight. Puck came in the slot. He didn't know what to do with it. He fired the puck 100 miles an hour at the glass, like right straight across. Like it was to no one. But what happens is nobody's getting that. He's not turning it over. He lives to fight another day. But we saw times tonight where the Oilers defensemen and Bouchard had a tough night at times too, where they tried to make things that weren't there. In Utah, I gotta be honest, Bob. They are better offensively than I thought. Like, they're
not better. Rob, they're plus 30 in goal difference.
I know, but when we've seen them,
they're a legit team.
Yeah, the problem with them is we keep seeing them with poor goaltending, and they find themselves trailing, and you don't get to see it because their goaltending was. That's the one thing, if you want to think as a positive, if the Oilers win the division and they play Utah in the first round, I have yet to see from this goaltender the ability to win a game by himself. Well, they won despite him tonight.
I mean, I think that there was probably greater desperation on Utah's part. The Oilers didn't have Draisaitl. They didn't have Hyman. And they, in this incarnation of Utah, had never beaten Edmonton, and largely in part because every time I think they play Vejmelka too much. I think that's the issue.
I think probably too.
You can't in the Western Conference.
Too much travel.
You cannot play goalies. Like Connor Hellebuck struggles down the stretch. And with all due respect to Karel Vejmelka, he is not Connor Hellebuck. And Connor, every year, by the time the Jets get to the second round of the playoffs,
he's exhausted.
He's exhausted.
Yeah, so although I'll push back a little bit, the Oilers should have been desperate because there's a lot of players playing in this game.
I know.
Hyman and Leon are coming back. That's 40 minutes a night that these players are playing for an opportunity to get. It was just too loose defensively. And when you're missing 250 goal scorers out of your lineup, details matter. And in this game tonight, the Oilers were not detailed, and a good offensive team made them pay. And I mean, it's a great learning moment because you may see this team in the playoffs. And we saw in the third period Utah show what they're capable of doing. So the Oilers got to remember that next time they play. If you give them an inch, this Utah team will take advantage of you.
All right, great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
Smart play of the game brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's the smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. I thought Frederick Dickinson and Doc were fine in this game, and they scored the go-ahead goal because they kept things simple. They chipped pucks. They played north-south. The Oilers had some other guys that had a disastrous evening. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on April 7th at Sherlock Holmes Pub, Sherwood Park. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Carbon X, proud sustainability partner of the Edmonton Oilers, is helping OilCountry make a positive impact. This Earth Month, OilCountry can make every effort count by supporting verified climate projects connected to game day. From getting to the game to the energy that powers Rogers Place. Fans who join the effort can take home a limited edition collectible crafted from real Oilers gear. Collectibles are limited. Visit carbonx.com/Oilers and make your effort count.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard. The Vegas Golden Knights are up 2-1 over Vancouver. Final 30 seconds of that game in Vancouver. The Canucks have 10 shots on goal the entire night. Nashville's just pounding Anaheim 5-0. The Ducks are going to have a minus 19 goal differential after tonight's game. Canadians, a 4-3 shootout victory over the Panthers. The Senators up to a 90% chance to make the playoffs, 6-2 over Tampa. Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3 shootout victory over the Red Wings. 5-1 for the Flyers over the Devils. That's a big win for Rick Tockett's squad. Hurricanes 6-5 overtime victory over Boston. Avalanche 3-1 over St. Louis. Dallas wins 4-3 in overtime over the Flames. The Wild a 5-2 victory over the Kraken. And here at the Delta Center, the Oilers blow not one, not two, but three separate leads in the game. Utah kept coming, and the Oilers did not manage the puck under the Utah forecheck. And Edmonton gets a point in overtime, but man, oh man, not a great performance. This is the Rogers Postgame Show.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's game on at City Ford.
With a highlight reel lineup of Ford favorites, save up to $10,000 on Escapes and Bronco Sports, and up to $8,500 on full-size Broncos.
Plus $19,000 on F-150s, and 0% financing options are available on 2026 Ford F-150s.
Score a playoff push caliber deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Let's go to Molson Cup 3 stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. We'll give Connor McDavid tonight's third star. Nick Schmaltz tonight's second star, and the first star tonight was Clayton Keller with the GWG in overtime. That's tonight's 3 stars for Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be of legal drinking age. Edmonton and San Jose, second, their final back-to-back of the year. We would think their lead to be a lot better than they were tonight. For my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon and Jack Michaels.
2/3 of Utah's third line unavailable tonight. Carcone to Cole. Peterka, one-timer, he scores. High glove on Tristan Jarry.
To go up over top of the glove hand of Vejmelka. This one-timer, 1-0 Mammoth.
Ian Cole with the dish. That's his 20th assist this season. Here's a dish in front. Backhander score in Edmonton. The immediate response.
Goal scored 1-0. You're on your heels early in the game. Just a nice D-to-D passing play here, and a chip pass up to Henrique, who finds Lazar. Driest spell of the season. Driest spell in a long time for Edmonton.
McDavid through Sergachev to the net. Scores! Connor McDavid!
In Deke, and then he has to go backhand, forehand again. It's the speed to the neutral zone, though. Little bump off the boards to himself. The little fake on Cole gets him to...
Peterka makes a move on Roslovic, centers, and that was broken up by Kapanen. Excellent hand-eye to whack it away from Cole. And now Nugent Hopkins has open ice. Swooping in, shooting and scoring! He beats Vejmelka. Blocker side. 3-1 Edmonton. And you wonder whether that might be all for Carl Vejmelka. The Oilers go up 2. Nugent Hopkins off the rush with his 19th.
Similar to the right side, that shot just above the pad, just below the blocker. So difficult for a goaltender to stop. Piece of that shot from the blue line.
Wallman a blast, kick save made, rebound, oh, Kapanen had an empty net, and he lost it off the toe of his stick, and he knows it.
Game to tie it on the Lazar goal, 1-1 right after Peterka had scored, but here he just gets open, keeps his feet moving, goes right through 3 Mammoth players in the slot, picks this puck.
Lawson Krause, remember, one time high first-round pick of the Panthers. Keller inside, Schmaltz scores.
The Utah Mammoth going to work. Krause down low to Keller. Nice backhand feed to Schmaltz. Those two have such a chemistry in zone. The top line, you give him that.
He was a 4th-line player. Now he's in the top 6. Gunther shakes free, dinges. One-timer score! A Gunther!
But it somehow gets by him. I don't know if maybe it goes off the heel, but somehow.
McDavid catches up to it. Shot by Nursing. Rebound score! Backhanded home by Vasily Podkolzin. And for the second time.
And then just swings the backhand around Vejmelka. You wonder if they're going to take a look at this. I don't think they will, because he's on the edge of the blue paint. I don't think Vejmelka fought enough.
To Roslovic. Interior pass. Kerfoot the steal. Marino ahead. Shorthanded. You've got Schmaltz with Bouchard back. Shoots and scores.
This is the areas that are covered for this power play. It just hasn't really been able to find that synergy. And the quick outlet pass once again. Schmaltz walks in, finds that spot.
Utah and Nashville play Thursday. Here's a steal and a dish. Doc, a shot, save, rebound, score! Colt Doc, his third opportunity in the...
He follows it up. He's had 3 great A's from the slot in this game. His first shift of the game.
Gunther, yeah, but Colson has no skate. Here's McDavid with a puck. Marino back. McDavid, a shot denied by Pavelka. Now Peterka inside, one-timer, and that was healed over the net by Kerfoot. Carconi, Dursey, a shot tipped home.
It's a turnover. Here's the step up by Wallman. Watch this. That pass right there, I mean, should be D to D, but it gets away from Emerson because it's further away. This leads to this attack by the Mammoth, and they have been good at doing this. They have been throwing it.
Nurse and Murphy. Utah, a power play to win it. And push the Mammoth closer to their first playoff spot. Sergachev, Keller, shot, scores!
That spot all starts with this face-off. Schmaltz, quick little win. Gunther back to the blue line. Sergachev quickly to Clayton Keller. Little fake. One little stop fake. He looks, gets Jarry to go down on this little bit of a fake here. You're going to see him. Little tiny shuffle and then up over top of the glove. I mean, he put that down under the bar.
Absolutely blistered home. Clayton Keller with his 26th of the year.
Jarry had gotten back up, though. He had slid across.
Eight-year, $10 million extension. Nurse rifles one. Tipped away from McDavid by Sergachev. McDavid catches up to it. Shot by Nurse. Save. Rebound. Score! Backhanded home by Vasily Podkolzin. And for the second time tonight, Edmonton answers a Utah goal inside of a minute.
This game, they go to work in the offensive zone. Connor McDavid, first on the forecheck, gets to this puck. It's a quick shot with a presence in front. Watch where Podkolzin stops. He stops right on the edge of the blue paint, gets a piece of this puck en route to the net, and then just swings the backhand around Pavelka. You wonder if they're going to take a look at this. I don't think they will because he's on the edge of the blue paint. I don't think Pavelka fought enough to get...
Peterka makes a move on Roslovic, centers, and that was broken up by Kapanen. Excellent hand-eye to whack it away from Cole. And now Nugent Hopkins has open ice. Swooping in, shooting and scoring! He beats Pavelka. Blocker side, 3-1 Edmonton. And you wonder whether that might be all for Carl Pavelka. The Oilers go up 2. Nugent Hopkins off the rush with his 19th.
Similar to the right side, that shot just above the pad, just below the blocker. So difficult for a goaltender to stop.
Louis, it's the first time they've been below 30% since December the 4th. Jarry will leave it for Evan Bouchard.
Driest spell of the season, driest spell in a long time for Edmonton.
McDavid through Sergachev to the net! Scores! Connor McDavid! The change of pace! The finish! Sensational! 2-1 Edmonton!
Do this before, I mean, this is just an individual effort. Takes this puck around 2, Mammoth, and then a third one, quick in Deke, and then he has to go backhand, forehand again. It's the speed to the neutral zone, though. Little bump off the boards to himself, the little fake on Cole gets him to freeze. And once he's got you frozen like this, you're in trouble. Bam, bam, thank you very much. That speed pretty hard for Pavelka to and Peterka makes no mistake on that one. 1-0 Mammoth.
Ian Cole with the dish. That's his 20th assist this season. Here's a dish in front. Backhander score in Edmonton. The immediate response. Finishing off the rush is Curtis Lazar. The fourth line comes thundering back and scores just 11 seconds after the goal by Peterka. Curtis Lazar, big goal. His fourth ties it.
See right off the face-off, watch this. Goal scored 1-0. You're on your heels early in the game. Just a nice D-to-D passing play here and a chip pass up to Henrique, who finds Lazar, and a beautiful backhand deke. As he goes from a forehand to backhand 5-hole on Vejmelka, ties this game shortly thereafter. Last game, they flirted in the second period.
The Oilers' final regular season road trip begins in Salt Lake City in what could be a potential first-round Stanley Cup playoff matchup as Edmonton looks to sweep the 3-game series against the Mammoth, but it was their 5-game win streak snapped against Vegas. Knobloch mentioned it was the inability to defend off the rush on Saturday that led to the loss, and it'll have to be something that they clean up tonight, given that transitional play is one of Utah's strengths.
Yeah, overall,